Skip Bobble. Yeah. Yeah. Bandit. I'm the man with the drip. Ain't no sense in this zip. Couple grand in the whip. These niggas be saying I'm coming out. I'm the man with the drip. Ain't no sense in this zip. Couple grand in the whip. These niggas be saying I'm coming out. Fuck what you talking about. I keep on dumbing out. Fuck what you talking about. I keep on dumbing out. Fuck what you talking about. I keep on dumbing out. Fuck what you talking about. I keep on dumbing out. Fuck what you talking about. Fuck what you hollering at. You handle beef, nigga.
Good evening, strangers and friends alike. We are here to bless you all with musical gatherings.
Phew.
What?
Bless you.
Who sneezed? All right. Anyway, it's Valentine's Day. I'm Paradise. I'm here with none other than D Bird and Nikki.
Sub lovers.
What's up, heart crushers?
Vday is for the lovers and also for the mothers and the mothers. Welcome to the review show where we love to fuck your songs.
Why didn't you say it was for the mother lovers as well?
How about the brother lovers?
Because honestly, no one can ever love a mother as much as their own son.
No, I think that's
Not like
disputable.
another.
Could love a couple mothers out there in the world.
Mm-hmm. Let's dive into that. Tell me more.
It's not.
What kind of moms are you into, Dice?
Huh?
I said, what kind of moms are you into?
Yeah.
You know.
Are you into like the ones that leave the strollers on the side while they like go and skate around in the skate park? Are you like
What kind of
approach them
mom
on
takes
the
a stroller
swing?
to a skate park? Just would she go just rollerblade while the kids is sitting in the stroller?
An active one?
Maybe takes with
hobbies.
them.
And no, not into either of those. That's ridiculous.
You like the PTO mom,
The hell is a PTO mom?
the parent teacher organization moms.
The one with like the hair bob flipped over
The
the
bangs.
eyes. The
With
Karen
the-
bobs.
With the 80s hairstyle?
Mm-hmm.
No, thank you.
How about the sister moms? All those
There
sister wives and moms.
They're all right. Can dig them. Can get a
Some
couple.
guy-
YPG.
Get a
He's gonna
get a cul-de-sac with 4 houses. Build tunnels in between them.
Man, you gotta be rich as fuck if you're gonna have sister wives. Because putting all of those, women in the same household and all of the fucking kids, absolutely
What
not.
if they all work?
Even better.
I mean, somebody's gotta support that fucking
Imagine
conglomerate.
what would your income be if they all worked? Like the household income would be nice.
Well, what kind of jobs do you really think they have, Nikki?
Yeah.
I
How
don't know.
skilled do you think these sister wives are?
I'm picturing a bunch of like,
Engineers.
Mormon crafts. Like you have a bunch of fucking like, reed crosses made out of fucking straw.
Yeah, I'm thinking like several Etsy shops
Yeah.
and maybe one secretary, or
I don't
excuse
know
me,
what the
administrative
median
assistant.
household income is of like non-Mormon polygamists.
How many non-Mormon polygamists do you think there are?
I don't know. I think you'd be surprised.
Well, I'm pretty sure polygamy is like illegal, even if you're no matter what the religion is.
I don't know.
It's not illegal in Utah, right?
It's
Not
definitely
legal
illegal.
anywhere.
It's illegal.
It's
Well,
it's legal.
marriage to multiple women.
Yeah, you can be with as many people as you want. You can't marry them all.
Sister brothers.
I've
Brothers.
looked into this very extensively. But speaking of sister wives, we've got some sister wives waiting to get their who's in their ha-has touched,
I didn't know.
metaphorically.
Whoa.
Don't have sister wives.
Hayden X is not a sister wife. Don't put that label on her.
Ah.
Come on now. Shout out to everybody in the what?
Is that who's up first?
No, she's in the YouTube chat.
Oh shit! I didn't open it.
It's okay, Nikki. It's on the screen.
I forgot I made a kick too. I know I don't have that open because it covers up part of the screen. Drives me nuts.
I don't
I
understand
hate that.
logic, but okay.
Even like
yeah.
during the podcast, it always cuts off Debert's face, and I don't like that. I like to
Gotta see the moneymaker.
Yeah,
Let's go.
They literally just fixed the chat yesterday. It hasn't been on this show in 6 months.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about the chat on the stream, not on the side of the.
Is the chat on the stream right?
Yes, it's fixed now.
Oh, see, I'm confused.
Boring. Next. When are you gonna play my song, bro?
Never with that attitude, young man. All right.
Give your money.
As much as I'd love to continue talking about sister wives, I don't think that's what people are here for tonight. Kind of disappointed that you aren't here for further sister wife discussion. I'd love to have a 30-minute session on that, but adieu. We'll move on. We got songs to listen to.
On the podcast, Debert will be traveling. We can talk about sister wives all podcast.
Oh no, I want to be part of the sister wife.
Okay, then we won't. Yeah, we'll make it a
when
podcast.
I'm there. Yeah.
All right. So the way that we semi-function here is we listen to songs that have been posted in our feedback queue. We start with people who are subscribed, and after that, we get to the regular broke people. Did you guys know that only 7 to 12% of the United States households make between $75,000 and $999,000?
So
What
over
percent?
$75,000, only 7% does.
Between 75 and 100,000, only 12%, 12.3% of households earn that much as a salary,
Interesting.
and 3% of those are African American.
Damn.
Black History facts.
What percentage is women?
I don't know. I didn't see that. I have to dig a little bit more.
We'll dig on Women's History Month. There's a Women's History Month, right?
I'll dig on women. History.
I believe that's June.
I think so. I don't know.
All right, but we listen to songs here. We don't just talk about your salary because some employers decide they will fire you over that, even though that's illegal. And looks like the only subscriber that we have today is none other than Cyclone.
Cyclone.
Cyclone says this is a bit of an older song, but it's a song he wanted to share with us guys and for us to let him know what we think. And
XM was
overall
supposed to. So XM ripped his asshole last week.
Oh,
what do you mean by that?
Ripped his asshole.
You should clarify with that phrasing.
So, via music review.
There you go.
Ripped music's asshole in half, like totally plummeted right through it. So I'm wondering if this is one that he wanted to share with XM as well, because he was going to do a song, singing and a rapping. But we know that we've all requested him to sing, and XM told him to stop singing.
Well, XM is the most outrageous motherfucker I've ever had the pleasure of meeting in real life. So I'm going to go in with an open mind and,
I'm wondering what
everything that happened before.
I'm excited to see what it is.
Me too.
I'm gonna listen. All right. So since Cyclone's up first, I will jump to that. All right. Everybody ready? Okay. Yeah. Listen to it. We'll give it a rating 1 through 10. Some brief commentary. Unless you're a subscriber, then we'll probably give a little bit more extensive. So Cyclone will probably get some further asshole rippings, I guess. Is that how Nikki is phrasing it? And then if you do post a song and you're waiting all night and you want to skip the line, you can tip. There are several ways you can tip. We take Streamlabs, Twitch subs, Cash App, Venmo.
Mostly $5 right in my banana hammock. Just
I
right
take
in the
$5 footlongs.
$5 footlongs delivered to the door of White Collar
really-
Rhymes LLC.
I think you're really leaning into the Valentine's Day theme today, huh? Okay.
Wait, what?
Nothing. All right. Here's Cyclone's track. What is this called? Loose Down. Loose Down? I'm not sure that's grammatically correct, Cyclone. All right. But this is called Loose Down Mix version 2.
I'm seeing.
Too bad she won't live. But then again, who does?
Okay, Willie, let's get it.
Every time I don't want to see myself lose down. Every time I don't want to see my paper going down. Every time I don't want to see my past showing up. Every time I don't want to show my memory showing out. I don't want to lose myself in the process, don't want to lose down. People tell me to loosen up myself, I want to lose down. Every day I just can't wake up from my soul way. Nobody cares about my life, I just continue to go away. Every day I just can't loosen up myself. Every day feels like a struggle. From point A to point B, I just can't get anyway. Sometimes I just wanna leave myself and my past, don't wanna go home. Sometimes I just don't know where I am, I guess I'm just too slow. Too slow for my life, too slow for my goals. Too slow when it's time, gotta move faster. Gotta get loose, gotta get loose. Everyone around just sees no hope in me. I just gotta go lose down for myself and myself, go. Every time I don't wanna see myself lose down. Every time I don't wanna see my paper going down. Every time I don't wanna see my past showing up. Every time I don't wanna show my memory showing out. I just gotta loosen down, settle down. Nah, I can't do that. Just gotta go low from my past self. Just gotta go gain generational wealth. Every day I don't wanna lose down from my soul and my purpose and my goals. Don't wanna lose anything that I built up. Don't wanna lose it all. Don't wanna lose it all. Falling down, it could go down. Go down. Go down. Go down. Go down. I just don't wanna fall down.
All right. That was Loose Down by Cyclone. Does anybody want to go first or should I go first? How are we doing this tonight?
Go ahead. It sounds like you have some thoughts.
Right when Young Pagan God said this part is good is where I respectfully and wholeheartedly disagree. The wailing at the end is where you lost me on this track. Totally did not like that part. Everything else was okay. I just did not like the wailing at the end. I understand that there's people who like that, so I'm not here to rip on you about it. It was just my least favorite part of the song. You use a lot of words. You use too many fucking words for this kind of song. Like, you gotta, if you're gonna make a half singing, chanting song, it's gotta be basic enough that people are gonna sing along with you. You don't want to be squeezing in syllables every single line. You don't want to go da 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 da. Like, unless it's like really catchy and hitting the beat, like, you got to trim out some of the fat in your words, rephrase things and clean it up. Outside of that, I think this is probably a whole lot better than the other 2 or 3 songs that we've heard from you. You don't sound as nervous and hesitant on the beat. You don't sound horribly off key, which is a huge W compared to what we heard last week. So I think this is headed in the right direction. You just got to trim the fat on those lines and make sure that it's singable. Like make sure a parrot can repeat it to you. Use that kind of mindset. If you're making songs like this, can a parrot repeat this? If a parrot's not going to say it back to you, then it's too many words. So like I said, just personal preference on how you ended the song with the singing, but everything else, just trim the fat. 5 out of 10.
You heard it here first, folks. Do the parrot test, and then you got a banger.
Yeah.
Does it pass the parrot test? I agree wholeheartedly. And the way that I took it was like, it felt like you were fighting the beat the whole time. And it was definitely way too many syllables, sometimes way too little syllables, sometimes. And my take on it is it probably was freestyled. You probably just freestyle said whatever was on your head to whatever, and then put a bunch of overproduced auto-tune and other shit on it and said, done. So to me, I wasn't impressed. I don't remember any of the songs from before, so this is just a fresh set of ears saying that, yeah, you probably freestyled this, and because it was freestyled, it just was, oh shit, I have to get my rhyming word in here, right? You're like struggling, and it produces a sense of panic, right? That's the type of song where you just want to go with the flow. You want to just bob your head and just turn the lights off. 5 out of 10 for those reasons, but there were some catchy harmonies and some bits that I could see value in.
Yeah, I agree with a lot of that. There's definitely some parts I definitely would like to hear your pronunciation be tightened up too. Like a lot of the hook parts, it seemed needed to have those specific syllables rounded out a little bit better to let them hit better with the song. I did like the different melodies that you used. You did change those. I'm trying to figure out what loose down means.
No fucking idea. That was one thing that I forgot to say is what the hell does that mean?
What does loose down mean? I'm not hip on lingo either, so I thought it was just me.
I'm not hip on lingo. I just don't know what the fuck loose down means.
Loose logic is down.
I liked your choose your life, your that part.
Nikki, he says like loosen up. The fucking exact opposite. Why didn't you say loosen up then? Change the word.
So yeah, that was confusing for me. I feel like it was obviously very tuned, but I definitely could hear the different keys that you were hitting. There was different spots. Everybody needs tune. Definitely just work on emphasizing and working with the beat. Like they both said, it sounded like you were fighting the beat in certain parts. So I'm gonna give you a 6.
I'm not gonna argue with you fucks over what loose down means. It's not a fucking common phrase, and if they're saying it in your region, it's very, very, very regional. Nobody says loosen down, loose down, or any phrase or format of loose down you can think of. No, I'm not doing it with you people.
Yo, I'm about to make a track. Is loose down? Shout out Loose Logic.
Literally where my brain went to when I first heard it. I was like,
I seriously thought it was a Loose Logic diss at first. I'm like, damn, did Loose jump in the chat last week too and disrespect him enough that he now changed his anger from Almighty VA to Loose Logic?
Hell yeah.
But no, it was just loosen up.
It really should be.
Antonym format. All right.
Run out the dictionary words.
I mean, if they're gonna use loose down, I'm gonna use dictionary words. Use my big boy brain today.
Use my big boy dictionary words.
Okay. All right. And passive, you know what I'm talking about with the parrot. You got 2 parrots at your house. Take one of your cleanest lyrics, go sing it to your kids, and if they don't sing it back to you, it doesn't pass the parrot test. That's basic math there.
What?
I do think all pop music or all songs in general, you sing the chorus to a kid, they sing it back, then you got a fucking hit.
Exactly.
Kids sing Quiet Nights and Mystic Voyage.
There you go.
I mean, if you have an actual bird and it talks, then yeah, use the parrot too.
Well, I need to go buy a parrot because I think a parrot's a little cheaper than a kid.
I mean, you can just not take care of the kid and just sing to it.
True.
So there's always that option.
You're here just to repeat back to me. I need you to tell me the hit.
I'll feed you. I'll feed you if you can sing this hook back to me clearly.
You want a cracker?
What you want, a cookie?
Shout out to kids. All right. Any other subscribers? No. If you ever heard your parrot curse, you're gonna beat it up. How?
Beat that parrot up sounds like something they'd say in the UK for wanking off.
It sounds like
Shout out, Ro.
the edited version of that song that's beat the pussy up, beat the pussy.
The Kids Bop version.
Beat the parrot up, beat the parrot up.
All right, next up, we're jumping straight into the poors tonight. Not a lot of subscribers.
Poors.
So all you broke boys and girls out there, y'all are in luck tonight. We don't have a long wait for you so far. So jumping back up to the top, first up is 12 Eiley. Song is called Too Late. Not to be confused with that one song by that one band.
Descriptive.
You know what I'm talking about.
I know.
All right. It's a Milk song. Don't make me.
I don't listen to Chocolate Milk songs.
All right. Here's 12 Eiley.
Let's clip it a little bit.
Hey, fucking
That's
Google.
better.
Oh, it's too late. Wasting my time. My feelings are afraid. Run away with my mind. When you tell me that you're okay, you're just being sublime. Then you tell me that we need space. Got me out of my mind. Oh, how do I decide? I should've left, cause I don't feel right. Close my eyes, so all that I see is the night. Tell me why I'm fighting, yet dying inside. Got me living some type of way. Like I'll pray every day, then I'll start to decay. And then I choose what I want, but won't ever say. And when I try to change my ways, I'm in disarray. And I'm like, okay. How I put it into words, it's too hard to display. Cause it's too late, it's getting too late. Yeah, it's too late, it's getting too late. And I just got my bag. It's the most money I ever had. I'm still sad. Sometimes I feel like I hate life, but that's fine, cause it's still mine. It's too late. Wasting my time. My feelings are erased. Run away with my mind. When you tell me that you're okay, you're just being sublime. Then you tell me that we need space. Got me out of my mind. Shoulder to shoulder. I'm summer, you're colder. Heart fights like a soldier. Life's hard like a boulder. And I drink when I'm alone. Deep spaces where I roam. You're sick, that's all I know. I really want you to go. Oh, why must you act this type of way? Why are you the one who is to blame? You and I, we were never meant to be. This is goodbye.
wasting your time. Your feelings are a damn place. Get away from my mind when you tell me that you're okay. You're just telling me lies. Now your clock is displaced. You are out of time, out of time.
How long is that?
4 minutes and 16 seconds.
1 minute and 30 seconds too long. Got it. No, this was really good. I loved the tone. I think this was smooth and sexy. I could picture eating some white chocolate dipped raspberries or white chocolate strawberries while watching 90 Day Fiance and pounding a glass of Chardonnay with the love of my life, who is yet to be determined. That is what this song does. However, I would say there are parts could be improved. I think a little too long, let's be honest. 3 minutes max for this shit. I also think that I had a little eye roll moment for like sturdy like a boulder. Like some of the similes and metaphors were just a little bit on the nose. But at the same time, Voice of an Angel needed a little bit more highs in there for the high layers just to complement that great low tone. But overall, I liked it. 8.
Yeah, I like this. This is a vibe. It was a nice little jam. I definitely agree it was too long. It's a nice slow song, but because it's slow and there's not very much variation in it, it makes it seem even longer. So you'll get people tuning out, and especially with like, playlists and stuff, you don't want people turning from your song early. So definitely keep that in mind. But yeah, it just felt a little bit slow and long for me, but I really liked your melody in it. Your tone is so nice. I definitely agree with D-Bird with having some higher vocals to complement those lower tones and really bring those all out kind of in a nice way. But I'm also going to give this an 8. This is really good. I liked it.
Yeah, I think it wasn't overly long, but I can definitely see it being trimmed down and being at a perfect
Just
length.
like a minute. 3:16.
Like
Austin 3:16. Yeah, you know. Dun-dun, dun-dun, dun-dun.
Nikki, who is your favorite buff guy who wore tight underwear and wrestled other buff guys?
Probably Stone Cold, but I was born at 3:16, so that's why. But I dressed up as Hulk Hogan one year. That was just fun.
Racist Hulk or NWO Hulk?
Or fucks
NWO.
his daughter's friend Hulk.
What?
You heard him.
I dressed up as Brooke Hogan's dad, Hulk.
Oh, yikes. So the one that fucked her friend.
The last one. Got it. Yeah. All right. Yeah, I like the song. If I was just listening to this as a random listener, I'm not gonna nitpick about what you should and shouldn't do. I would listen to it. It's not that bad. I'd give it like 7.5. Definitely agree with trimming off a minute will probably hit that nice sweet spot as far as squeezing into somebody's playlist of driving around music. But good job at what you did there. You hit all the elements and the layers pretty good. I liked it for what it is, so I'll give it a 7.5. All right, Skip Bobble. Next up is so if you haven't noticed, the chat bot is not fucking working. I don't know what is the chat bot's problem. It's turned on. It's on vacation or something. Alerts are working.
It didn't have a Valentine, so it's pissed.
Yeah, okay. It's lonely. Okay, cool. Yeah. There you go. There's the link to the feedback channel. So if you want to post your track, I will pin that. That way it is accessible. We'll leave that up there for however fucking long we leave it up there. In the meantime, I'll just continue to tinker with shit in the background while we're listening to music. So next up is Call Me Player. Usually hangs out on the Kick Chat. Player, you out there today? Where you at? Usually very vocal about your opinions on music while we're watching over here on Twitch, but got into the line early today. Usually he hangs out for like 2-3 hours and it's towards the end. I think VA also did not like your song, but it gave you some positive things to work on.
You know what?
What?
Anyone that's not immediately in my vision is dead to me. A man might as well not exist. And 1 week ago, when I couldn't go, fuck whatever happened then. Fuck it. Didn't happen. So you're getting a fresh start today, buddy.
Wait. Before we listen to Call Me Player, I forgot. P Drippy just tipped. Drippy, Did you have a song? I didn't see you post a song.
Dude, what the fuck?
What the fuck? What?
Are you just reading the Hulk Hogan thing that I posted?
No, my fucking screen is like blurry. One of my screens has got a layer of blur on it, like it's a program, and I don't know what it is. If I click on Discord, it shows up, and then as I try to click something, it just all goes blurry again.
Is it Squirt or P?
Yeah.
What?
Nothing. All right. Next up, P Drippy.
Get it? P Drippy. That's why Nikki's screen is so blurry.
It's called Story.
It's literally like trying to watch grandma porn.
AK, we don't play. I want you to listen to what I have to say. Nowadays, niggas grudging, why so envious? It really hurt you that bad for you to see me win. Oh, yeah. Real shit, no. Jumping over obstacles, it's hard to look down. If you look in my circle, not too many around. Cause the moment you slip off, then you end up in the ground. Oh, yeah. Real shit. I gotta fight to survive for the glory. I can't die in the night, got it on me. My gift is like tragic, gotta keep it hidden. Cause these niggas jealous, they gon' end up trying to steal it. Standing on this earth, they end up laughing at you. When you slipping in the ground, that's when they crying for you. I cried so many tears that I don't need no tissue. Stay up off that block, the streets don't fucking love you. Young and I feel you, I know that shit hurt. It ain't going forever, nigga, keep my promise to you. Long live Kid of Speed, long live Ray Ray. Long live Udi, RP to all the angels. I think about my cousins, just know I miss you. I had to talk with your son, nigga, I know he miss you. Watching him growing up, nigga, looking just like you. Remember walking up the hill just to get some food. Music blasting, why the fuck they had to come and take you? Growing up is kinda scary, gotta do what I do. Tryna build a label, tryna make my dreams come true. Gotta educate myself, I gotta learn something new. Jumping over obstacles, it's hard to look down. If you look in my circle, not too many around. Cause the moment you slip off, then you end up in the ground. Oh, yeah. I gotta fight to survive for the glory. I can't die in the night, got it on me. My gift is like tragic, gotta keep it hidden. Cause these niggas jealous, they gon' end up trying to steal it. Oh yeah, oh, help me sing it out.
Welcome back, Nikki Joe.
Dude, my shit is so fucked.
What do you mean by that? Oh, never mind.
I just like my connection's fucked. I'm hardlined, it's one line. I'm not hardlined, it's fucked.
You should call your internet provider and
fucking Spectrum. Suck my dick.
Spectrum is pretty bad.
Fucking terrible. They're the only thing available out here.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah.
Bird, you're completely inaudible.
Oh yeah. It was just a couple banger jokes, and I guess we'll just leave them on the cutting room floor.
Practice.
Yeah.
Nikki, what did you think of P Cash's story?
For what I heard of it, when it wasn't jumping around, it was super nice. I like this. I love your energy, though. It was the classic P Cash sound. I liked your build up through it, and then it cut out about partway through. So for half of it that I heard, I'm gonna give it an 8 because I couldn't hear anything else. I gotta go back and listen. Sorry,
You
I'm
heard
trying.
half of it and you gave it an 8.
Yeah, because I liked that half. I
What if
can't
the
grade
rest
the
of
whole
it
song.
just? What if the rest of it just P Cash just lost his voice and just went horribly off key?
Well,
Yeah.
then when I listen to the rest of the song, it'll be adjusted accordingly.
Yeah, right around 1 minute and 30 seconds, he just started saying real crazy stuff about Israel and Palestine. Oh, it's fucking wild.
Fuck out of here.
Bird, what'd you think?
Well, I heard the whole thing, and I'd give it an 8 as well. I will say that it's kind of nice to have, just a established, solid artist who knows production, who knows all the shit. Like, we're not worried about production value or, all we're focused on is stylistic choices and how it hit us. So for me, like personally, I didn't feel this one as much as I felt some of his other ones. I think the beat wasn't as didn't connect with me as much with all the singing kind of in the background, distracting from his singing a little bit. But overall, like really well produced. He did his thing on it. It's an 8, but I wouldn't personally go back to listen to it myself.
I actually like this one more than probably a few of the last several tracks that we've heard from P Cash. I felt like the beat on this one complemented his style a lot more because he's been leaning a lot towards beats with no drums or like these big sections of just like, I don't know, these refrains in them and then rapping and singing over that. And this was a little bit more consistent all the way through. So I actually preferred this more than some of the recent stuff that I've heard. I'd give this an 8. It's very well balanced. It's he's always good at arranging his tracks, but I feel like this was well balanced from front to end. I don't have any major gripes against it. P Cash, when does your project come out? Was it this week? When does your project drop? Tell the folks. Let everybody know. P Cash has a project he was putting out. So yeah, this may be from that project, but give the man his props. Give the man some flowers. Next week, yeah, P Cash got a project dropping next week. Almighty VA has his project redropping this week. Me and Jacob have a project dropping next week. So yeah, check out P Cash next week.
Give me flowers.
So in the chat, somebody was like, how can you give it an 8 if it's not something you'd personally see? I'm saying this as more of it. It's kind of like one of those things where like my favorite artist in the entire goddamn world, I wouldn't say he's the best rapper of all time. You know what I mean? Like that's personal preference versus like objective reality. I think that my 8 scoring is kind of like, it had all of the good elements that make up good songwriting, good song production. Like this is a solid track all around. That's an 8 through and through. Now, personally, I like it for what it is. I just don't need to hear it again. That's an 8 though.
No, I agree with what Lisa's saying. Is like if it's a good song all around, and it might just not be my style. Like I can listen to am I fucking up again?
No.
My whole screen just fucking flashed. My computer probably needs to be updated, to be honest.
Your computer always updates. Like every week. Computer.
I know.
Loose Logic said it a lot better than I tried to,
Yeah.
but that's exactly what I meant. Yeah.
That's what I said. I'm like, I cannot like a song and still rate it an 8 because it's a good fucking song. It just might not be my style. I'm not gonna rate them lower because it's not my style. That's kind of fucked.
Like I religiously throw on the old classic No Limit song Hootie Hoo, and I would give that a 10 out of 10, but I would never compare that to something that's a lot more complex and took a lot more energy to craft and create.
Now, Wobble Wobble, that's an objective 10 out of 10.
But which Wobble Wobble? The original on Mr. Magic CD or the remix?
The one that I like and love.
Okay. All right. Yeah, that was P Cash, P Drippy. Shout out P Drippy. Get his track next week and give the man some flowers.
Give me flowers.
Flowers.
DJ B, go home.
What's wrong? Well, I'm the one that hates on DJ B here. What's going on?
I
here?
know, I'm just kidding. I love DJ B, but he ain't even been around for a minute.
No,
What's
fuck
up?
that guy. Fuck DJ B.
That shit is a 2-pack of ass. The fuck are you talking about? That shit
DJ B is
stink.
trash. All right, moving
No,
right
he's not.
along. Yes, he is. All right, next up is we got some new posts in the feedback queue, so we got to skip ahead a little bit. Here is Passive the Rapper. This is called HVVY CRWN Tester.
Oh, yeah. You got to get tested for that HVVN.
Sounds like venereal disease.
Mhm.
All right. Anyway, this is Passive the Rapper. Let's see what he's got here. A heavy crown tester, I'm guessing. Check it out.
I came beat around the rose bush, came home drunk. They lit up the weed with a blowtorch. I ain't never seen that before. Solo cups everywhere. Trying not to stare. I swear I'm trying not to stare. Leave that shit for the I came beat around the rose bush. Thought I had to be like Malcolm X. No disrespect to Dr. King. Light-skinned nigga in the flesh. I question what I am internally. I had a dream, I flirted with death. Funny cause I was just fighting with sleep. Black power to all of my dogs and all of the women that keeping the peace. Fuck what it was, your energy off. Facing the wind, taking the loss. I done got used to that by now. Weighed down by a heavy crown. Heavy crown weighed me down. I was kinda fucked up when I started, you know. Verses on what you calling a go. Settle for just the occasional bars. What you call it, her, she was a hoe. In the city of brotherly love. On a PA, I shout out my niggas. Ripping the interstate, gripping the clutch. A lot of you riders ain't seen triple digits. Bow down to the boy, I'll bypass you bitches. White collar on the rise. Pass it back, man, this shit is ridiculous. Politicking, y'all fuck with the citizens. Ordinary till they come to these sentences. Extraordinary penmanship. Mission complete without a single tweet. What an incentive. Me and the internet never gonna settle our differences. Too many sharing, too much. Not enough caring enough. I turn to seeing and I look away in disgust. A lot of these bitches are fucked. That's why the pistol is tucked. But I got a knack for improving whatever I touch. Finally done shook off the rust. Thought I had to be like Malcolm X. No disrespect to Dr. King. Light-skinned nigga in the flesh. I question what I am internally. I had a dream, I flirted with death. Funny cause I was just fighting with sleep. Black power to all of my dogs and all of the women that keeping the peace. Fuck what it was, your energy off. Facing the wind, taking the loss. I done got used to that by now. Weighed down by a heavy crown. Heavy crown weighed me down. Whole lot of songs sounding the same. I don't know how many rappers remain. If I had to say in the few that could stay, they know who they are. I got love for the gang. Album coming on the way. Jacob in Paradise, Orange Paint. Fuck around, I let the canister spray. Air out this bitch, cover your face. Yeah, somebody always gon' hate. I'm the type to let them throw shade. High as fuck, like shit nowadays. Always remember the name. Somebody always gon' hate. I'm the type to let them throw shade. Hot as fuck, hot shit nowadays. Always remember the name. Thought I had to be like Malcolm X. No disrespect to Dr. King. Light-skinned nigga in the flesh. I question what I am internally. I had a dream, I flirted with death. Funny cause I was just fighting with sleep. Black power to all of my dogs and all of the women that keeping the peace. Fuck what it was, your energy off. Facing the wind, taking the loss. I done got used to that by now. Weighed down by a heavy crown. Heavy crown weigh me down.
This is 3 minutes and 57 seconds long. All right, that was Pass with the Rapper. Heavy Crown. Don't all look so grim.
How you feel about your OP shout out?
That's
You
cool.
need to show Passive more love.
Why?
I know you treat him like a brother and you fight, but don't act like you don't love the shit out of him.
Every time Nikki tries to be some altruistic, like, no, DJB is the best. No, show fucking Passive more love. I'm like, fuck them to death. I love those guys, but now I want to say, fuck those pieces of shit. Die from eating too many dicks. Just because of you, Nikki.
That's so sad.
No. All right.
Go ahead, Bird.
Music review. Here's the deal. It took me a second to get into this. The beat was super weird. Passive was, going experimental with it. And it until like probably a minute in, I was like, I don't really like this. But then he started rapping. I was like, holy fucking shit, my mind's blown. It's literally leaking out of the side of my ears. And I feel like I changed my mind completely. It was a little long. I do think you could probably cut the last hook and maybe end it a little sooner. Somewhere around 3:20 or 3:16, as Nikki says. I think that this was an 8 for me. Shout out to all the white collar, orange paint references. This man is a soldier. So take back what I said. Love you to death, Passive.
Don't let him stroke your meat and get you off.
No, that's
better than getting fisted.
Phrasing.
Are you sure about that?
Well, I guess it depends on who you are.
There you go. All right. Yeah, we can't eliminate the people who enjoy getting a good fist. What did you think about this track, Nikki?
I thought this was a vibe. I love hearing Passive. I always love hearing him on the show. I'm so glad he's spinning again. At the beginning, I was like, oh, this is nice. And then he changed up and I was like, oh shit, okay. And it made me look up at the screen. If you even watch the replay, I was writing, I was like, all right, what's about to happen? You almost made me wait a minute too long on that one go around too long for it to come back around for you to go into rapping. But I did love all of this. I really liked your hook. I thought it was good, well put together. I liked how you drop your key or your octave down when you're doing the heavy crown part. It reminds me of the Deep End song that we did in Texas, and I love that, how you go down like that. And then I don't know, I liked this all. I think that maybe at the end, loop it back to something to tie it back into the beginning. If you're looking for something different, I definitely agree. You could do without the extra hook. I wasn't really mad at it though. But it being 3:16 wouldn't be bad either. Overall, I'm going to give this an 8.5. I really like this Passive. I liked all of your lyrics and everything. This was really good.
Here, objectively, I can give this an 8. Personally, I give this a 6. And here's why. I hate the second beat. I don't like it. It's just, it doesn't fucking fit. And I don't like the hook. The hook is weird. I can't parrot the hook. Can't fucking sing along to that hook. That said,
I can parrot that hook.
Nah, fuck that hook. That said, I can look at, I can listen to this holistically and I can grasp the quality of it. I like that there was the intro and it changed up and it blended well into a second track that just kind of did its thing. I can see people in the chat, stroking their meats and, nutting on their phone screens and their computer screens like, oh man, this is so great. So yeah, objectively, I can say like this is an 8. I can hear people listening to this and liking it. Personally, there's elements of it that just aren't my style, but that's okay because that's Passive, and Passive does his own thing. And I'm not here to shit on Passive for doing his own thing. It's just not my cup of tea. But objectively, I would give this an 8.
And that's all we're here to do is provide our objective ratings for whatever you provide us.
Yeah.
Send us pictures of your girlfriends and wives. We'll give them an objective rating as well, out of 10.
Am I frozen again?
No.
You whenever you ask if you're frozen, you're not frozen, and then when you're just sitting there doing nothing, you freeze.
Well, I'm like, I have it up, and then I look frozen on the stream.
Well, I told you like a couple streams ago, or was it last stream, that like you always freeze. So I don't know whether you need to call Spectrum and give them a good 1-2 to the jaw. Yeah, a good Molly Whopper or what, but their internet is ass.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, enough about you. Let's move on to these people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hayden, did you still want to tip? And Passive, I'm not cool. You don't have to lie. You don't have to paint the town red.
He did trick me at first. I was like, oh, Paradise. This guy's pretty cool. He's got cool braids, wears his own merch, voice of a fucking pimp. And the motherfucker doesn't leave his house. So who knew?
I'm too busy taking care of you fucks. I don't have time to leave my house.
It's true.
I
You
need
do,
this
thank
on the
you.
Discord. I want to
Oh.
stream this. Hey, can you review that? You bitches never leave me alone.
Oh.
The tip link doesn't work. Why isn't the bot working? Why are there so many notifications?
Yeah.
But nah, I'm serious. Like, I can objectively listen to stuff and I can say, okay, somebody's gonna like this, and I can say I just don't like stuff. I mean, me and Bird disagree on music tastes all the time.
All the time.
Anyway, Hayden, did you still want to tip and skip, or I forgot? I never saw anything. I was distracted by Passive trying to whisper sweet nothings in my ear in his verse and trick me into giving him higher score.
Yeah, and don't let Dice fool you into thinking this whole operation was his idea. He's glorified tech support.
I don't want anything to do with this.
He's being held against his will. We are holding him hostage for each of the streams.
Yeah,
We are. You guys actually don't see that, but that room he's in is actually in our basement, and I'm in a whole nother room than D-Bird. But we're all in the same place.
For some reason, one of our internets is dog shit, and then the other two internets in the room.
I'm hooked up to an LTE hotspot, really, guys.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Nikki, I shouldn't ask this in the middle of a show, but how fast is your internet supposed to be? How many gigabytes?
1.
1 gigabyte? Yeah, you're getting ripped off.
I know.
Giggity bytes.
And I have 2 different internets.
What do you mean you have 2 different internets?
I have one for my work and one for this.
Which one is that plugged into?
This is the lower one.
What do you mean the lower one?
Night country.
I have 2 different modems.
Yeah, but you say lower one as if one has less speed than the other.
It does.
You just told me you had a gigabyte. Are you lying?
My other one has 1.2.
Oh my god. Okay. 0.2.
There you go. By the way,
But then my download speeds are like 200, and I don't understand it.
That's how you know when an internet company is ripping you off, when they sell you a 0.2 tier. They go 1 and then 0.2. It's another tier. Fuck out of here, Spectrum.
fuck out of here, Spectrum.
Yeah. Well, they use Verizon towers out here. That's why I said it's like I'm on an LTE fucking network.
Yeah, and Verizon's like, oh, fuck these guys. Just run them through a copper line on
And I
our
have Verizon
fiber
on my
optic shit.
And it's if I did hotspot my computer, it'd probably be better for my phone than hardlined in.
Guaranteed.
Global Reset is being so polite. He's like excited to hear what you think about my track. Hint, hint, motherfuckers. If you have tipped us already and we just totally missed it, please let us know. We are going in the queue just from top to bottom.
P Drippy tipped. Nobody else is tipped. Everybody else was just talking shit.
All right, cool. Yeah,
All right,
let us
next.
know. Go ahead.
Yeah, if you do tip out, so if you did tip like Venmo or Cash App, yeah, let us know about that because I have to actually look and pay attention to that. What the fuck is this? Yeah, there's $0 there, and there's $0 there. So nobody's tipped other than P Drippy. So we're moving right along to the next up in the queue, which is Call Me Player. This is Bloody Show and Tell, produced by Peanut Off.
Say what's up.
Pause. Oh, Jay Ick is typing a paragraph there. All right. Shout out to Jacob.
Yeah, that orange paint shit, man. We should end, well, depending on what time we get through the queue, we should end with an orange paint song, Go Up. It's my favorite. Bop my little shoulders to it.
Okay. All right, here's Call Me Player, Bloody Show and Tell.
Player, yo, it's my favorite song. Man, play this shit, bro. That's what I'm saying, man. That's what I'm saying, bro.
I'm in 5 dimensions right now.
What the hell?
What the hell? Bloody show and tell. I'm the leg, always on the stage. It's another way. My own party. This is never fake. Got my life away. What the hell? Bloody show and tell.
What is happening here?
Always on the stage. It's another way. My own party. This is never fake. Got my life away. Please don't frown like a bookie down. Wanna share the fun, dressing up like a clown. And it's not just me who lives by the beat. So I hope you can see and don't feel my heat. Before you go break or jump in the lake, just ask what it takes to not be a fake. This is all that you need. This is all for the free. I lock and key, model means a spring. I'm home as a constant, don't need the offset. I'm doing the options, here are my objects. Spinning the lock picks, breaking it often. Avoiding the shopping, instead I go hopping. Living the spotlight, built up the real might. Winning the hand fights, looking for dance fights. Eating this good fight, gonna get real hype. Highs are red tight, one man act tonight. What the hell? Bloody show and tell. I'm break your leg, always killing the stage. There's another way, it's my own parade. This is never fake, I'm alive away. What the hell? Bloody show and tell. I'm break your leg, always killing the stage. There's another way, it's my own parade. This is never fake, I'm alive away. There's signs that are everywhere, but nobody even cares. You're not even me, advocate with speed. Got that thing on trees, so afraid that heat. Xbox in the street, gonna break my feet. Yeah, reaching a time, might be changing my mind. So don't call me player, call me from God. Shining is the light, what I could die. Force the lie, I will say goodbye. Oh, you say you can't dance, oh, you say you can't move. You should go kill yourself, then go tie me. Summer air and the crack moves more than you. Some excuses, just do what I do. Oh, you say you can't dance, oh, you say you can't move. You should go kill yourself, then go tie me. Summer air and the crack moves more than you. Some excuses, just do what I do. What the hell? Bloody show and tell. I'm breaking leg, always killing the stage. There's another way, it's my own parade. This is never fake, I'm alive away. What the hell? Bloody show and tell. I'm breaking leg, always killing the stage. There's another way, it's my own parade. This is never fake, I'm alive away. Ooh, damn.
Man.
All right.
That shit is a 2-pack of ass. The fuck are you talking about? That shit stink.
Call Me Player. Here's where I'm at with this. Objectively, it's like a strong 3 out of 10. And subjectively, it's a 1 out of 10. You have a lot of energy. And I wish you would direct that energy in rather than trying to be so abstract and on the cusp of things and trying to, like, I don't know, be weird. I guess I'll generalize it. Instead of trying to be weird and funky and creative, just like make a song and then venture down that path of weirdness. Like, I think that was our feedback to you last week, is like you're trying too hard to do too much too soon. And you have to nail down like actually getting a song that's listenable first before you try to do all the funky weird shit. Like, the only thing I can remember you actually saying was basically a lyric saying to commit suicide. And nobody wants to listen to a song about that unless it's like said in a very, I don't know, a way that people can actually digest. And if that's the only thing that I can remember from this one song, then I'm out. You lost me as a listener. So objectively, I'm saying like nail down getting a song that people can understand and, you know, discern things from before you start doing all this like weird effects and like rapping like Nicki Minaj using different vocal inflections. Like, man, just rap, just do a song. Like, keep it simple. Strong 3. Subjectively, 1 out of 10.
What do you think, Nikki?
This was ass. I agree. I'm like, I don't like the lyrics. The only thing that I remember from it was you should go kill yourself. I'm like, okay, like that's kind of fucked. And I'm definitely an advocate against that shit. So for me, subjectively, this is 0. For me, objectively, as music, you had certain I could hear, so your vocals are way the fuck over processed. You need to take off compressors, whatever the fuck you have on your vocals. Or if you're recording in a tin can next door in a closet, come out and record on a mic. Something's going on with your the whole mix on it. So that if I'm not thinking about the lyrics, unprocess your vocals, unfuck your vocals because they're fucked, and pull everything off. And I can hear that you have a good vocal tone and stuff, but you have too much shit on your stuff. I could see this being in like maybe a horror category the way that you have it, but it's just, I don't know. Record. It's just, I don't know how to fix your mic. It sounds like you're literally standing next to your mic side of it instead of in front of it. Or you have like hella compression and stuff on your vocals and they're over processed, which is also, I think, might be both. But yeah, objectively, I'm going to agree with Dice and give this a 3 as a song because it's a song and you do have good tone and everything. It's just, I can't hear shit. And then when I do finally hear something, I don't like what I'm hearing. So it just puts me off completely.
Baby, please don't frown. I like to boogie down. Want to share all the fun. Dressing up like a clown.
Bars.
You
know what's funny, and it maybe really telling. I too only heard the part where it's like, "Go kill yourself," and I was like, "Oh," and everything else was so distorted, I couldn't make it out. And now that I'm like reading the lyrics on screen, that's even worse. It's even fucking worse. It was probably to your betterment that I couldn't fucking hear the dumb shit you were saying. Because I'm looking at it right now and I'm just cringing. My soul collapsed into a fucking black hole. Brutal, man. I do think that, as far as there was an attempt here. There was an attempt. I think you didn't go off of flow. Like you had a steady flow throughout. Yeah. For this goofy song, and so for that you get a couple points. Couldn't really hear the lyrics, thank God for that.
Roll dice.
And so if we're just going on delivery, sure, you get a point for that. So I'll give you 2 total points because you had a delivery and you stayed on the goofy beat that you rapped on. That is my objective rating. Yeah, everything else was just so distorted. It was frankly hard to listen to. The beat didn't do you any favors being as goofy as it was. And the parts that we could hear didn't do you any favors either. So I think like Dice said, you just have to kind of get a good understanding of the basics of what makes, a song, how to produce a song, how to make it listenable for other people. And then you can kind of get a little more goofy with it.
He said he uses an earpod mic pop filter, and he's about 3 to 5 inches away.
Interesting.
To answer your questions, Nikki.
Where is he?
He's on Kick.
Kick.com. Shit, I don't have Kick open.
God damn it, Nikki.
I know. I made a Kick last week so I could talk to people.
You made a Kick last week specifically to talk to this same person. You forgot about him.
Fuck.
And he even showed up early this time. He didn't even wait around 3 hours this time.
Yeah.
He's here early.
And I just totally tore my asshole.
Whoa.
All right. Earpod mic. Bro. What the fuck is an earpod mic? Like in your ear?
Yeah,
Like an
the
AirPod?
Apple- yeah.
Did we talk about this last week? I think
Yes,
we
we
talked about this last
Yeah,
week.
we talked.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I've been having internet issues. I'm all over the place. It's Valentine's Day.
Nikki's having a girl moment. Everybody, whoa, slow
All
down,
right.
get up off of her.
Damn.
You got more to say, Nikki?
You need a new mic.
I mean, well, here's. I would
wanna hear
say
the song.
maybe, but
I wanna
why?
hear the
But
I would
why?
say get the song fixed first, then get a mic.
I mean, I'm not the fuck this song. I don't like this song, but that's my personal thing. You want to do something with this? Make it like horror core, some shit. Goblin core was suggested on my Spotify the other day. I don't know what it is. I stayed away from it. I don't know why it was suggested.
I'm just saying, why do we always recommend people get a mic if they're not fucking serious? I don't know that this guy's serious about making music. Maybe
He's
he just
serious.
wants to. You think so?
I think he's serious. I just think
based on what I'm seeing, I don't see it.
I think he's serious. He came back 2 weeks in a row now to give feedback.
He's been here 3. This is
Well, this is
fourth
my
week.
second time conversing with him.
I know, but I'm just saying, I think he's serious in that he's trying and he's putting, he has concepts. Like, so far, this is the first song that I've heard that isn't, technology related. Like, his first couple songs that I've heard were all, theme type stuff. So I think he's serious, but this is what happens when you don't really have guidance and, somebody to, Bird, you say it all the time, is, that quality check of before you release it out, somebody say, is this good, And I think this is what we're providing him, is maybe perhaps a little bit of that guidance. Yes, after the fact that he's already recorded the song, but you kind of need that, quality check of hey, what do you think of this before I release it to the world? And, when you're at home recording by yourself, sometimes you don't get that. And you just make whatever comes to your crazy brain and you say, what the hell is going on? Break a leg and all this other weird shit.
I would say, all right, fair enough. I will give what I hope to be the first valuable step in maybe a long music journey where you're going to crush it and, fuck Taylor Swift when she's 80. I think that dialing back on the goofiness of your delivery, right? I think that'll be a huge step for you. I think figuring out how to write something that other people can relate to and actually hearing it quality-wise, being able to have a discernible word in that whole thing. Those are your first steps.
Yeah, and he takes the feedback really well. Like he said, he knows he'll make a lot of crap songs before he makes good stuff, and he's happy to hear feedback. He's never complained or said anything like, fuck you guys, who are you to tell me that? He's always taken everything okay, I hear you, and then he just comes back with another weird song. It's okay. It's fine. He's trying.
I respect it. No, in that case, then I'm happy to give my unvarnished first baby steps, and those are the baby steps that I recommend.
Yeah. Who knows? You might turn out to be young pagan god.
If only we could all turn out like young pagan god.
Listen, last week was an anomaly. We went 5.5 hours last week. I was so fucking ass tired. I wasn't myself. I was
tired.
What is your phrasing today, Nikki?
Snickers.
Very anal. The phrases.
What is with the anal themes today?
Pink's the color.
like a prolapsed anus?
Yeah, exactly.
That's gross, Nikki. Come on, it's Valentine's. Clean it up.
That would be never mind.
All right. Well, while everybody was chatting about anal activities and Player's wonderful song, you've been making music videos about 4 years okay, he's been making music videos trying to do actual music now.
For D-Bird.
Thank you.
Player,
I appreciate you.
Player, you're gonna be okay. Just keep listening and keep trying. That's all you got to do. But while we were chatting away about stuff, Hayden tipped us $5 buckaroos, so we're gonna skip.
What?
Hayden's try. Oh, I got something for that.
Shout the fuck up! Shout out Hayden. You're the goat.
All right. Where is Hayden's track? Let me find that first and foremost before I run off.
What are the odds that Hayden is their real name? High? 40%. 40%. I feel like everyone a couple years younger than me that popped out kids was doing Jaden, Caden, Aiden, Hayden. Like that was just that flock of kids.
The worst rhyming combo ever.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Hayden would like some mix and overall feedback on this track. This is called Psycho Freestyle.
Yeah. Enough freestyle, you know what I'm saying?
Flipping again.
I'm a psycho, still suicidal. I'm a psycho, still suicidal. This is a cycle, this is a cycle. Recycle my glide like T-Mag, kill anything. Yeah, I'm in a trap, kill tech, spray at your neck. AK-47 drum mag, running in the bank. We gonna shoot it up, shoot you from the moon and back. Matter of a fact, I'm a real killer, ayy. Blood spilling, chewing, ayy. Blood spilling, chewing, ayy. Blood spilling, chewing, killer, feeler. I've been up in here like Michael Myers. Yeah, murder was inspired, ayy. Hit 'em like 10 towers, hit 'em like 10 towers. I'm full of power, yo, take a shot, smoking on the tank. And you know it's stank. Got crystal meth up in a trap, crystal meth, yeah, selling, nothing left, we running out of supply, we gonna die, hey, you know they all wanna kill me, I been running around in the new Bentley, blue paint on it, no candy paint, hey, all these hoes, they wanna kill me, no you don't feel me, but I'm the real me, yeah, to the realest when we spoke, that's how I cope, you just a hoe.
Hold on, I need to hear something real quick.
Yeah. Enough freestyle, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
What did you find out?
So while the bass on the beat is a little excessive, I feel like the biggest problem with the mix is you try to overcompensate for how much bass there is by just totally maxing out the gain on the vocals, which then kills the quality on the vocals. Like you were just trying to have this maxed out bass sound so much that you just wanted to just slam out the vocal gain in order so we could hear it over the bass, but instead it just kind of killed all the quality of the vocals and just made everything sound super crunchy and super bad. So I would say, you know, while this style, I'm not knocking the style, like you gotta figure out how to mix those kicks and that bass better so that you don't have to kill the vocal quality in order to get above it. So you gotta work with your EQ a little bit better and make the vocals stand out better without killing the quality. So better EQ, better compression on the vocals. As far as the overall track, it felt a little underwhelming. Definitely, you know, okay, freestyle, but at the same time, what do I gain from this? is my feedback to the artist is like I don't feel okay, if this artist was a race and me liking the artist or knowing more about the artist was a finish line, I probably went like 2 feet out of like a 400-foot race. I didn't learn or I didn't gain anything from this like that. I'm not saying freestyle has to be descriptive storytelling and all this other stuff. It was just saying shoot this bitch, kill that bitch, suck my dick, you know, whatever commonplace stuff. half-hearted. Like I advanced. So for that reason, the mix and everything, I'll give it a 4.5, 4.5 out of 10. Objective.
Yeah. Here's my big question, right? Why? Why? Why submit a freestyle? You have a fucking dope beat. I like this beat a lot, right? Why not spend the extra 10 minutes to write something down instead of just freestyling? You know, clearly you care enough about your music to, you know, ask about how the mix is, how, you know, how it could be improved. So how it could be improved is fucking write something. Make a fucking banging track to this. That's what that beat deserves. You just kind of saying a million times and then, you know, kind of rambling about gun violence for a minute and 30 seconds. What am I supposed to do with that? You know what I mean? I mean this respectfully. I mean, genuinely, I think that you've got a decent delivery. The quality wasn't quite there with, you know, all of the things that Dice was mentioning, right? Like the bass was just so distorted that your vocals kind of got drowned out by it. So, you know, you need something a little bit more clearer, right? And that comes with, like, you know, frequencies, EQs, you know, learning kind of how to mix, right? But my bigger issue is the freestyle aspect of it and like the missed opportunity that this was. All that being said, I don't think this is bad for the genre of music that exists today. I'd give it a 5.
Yeah, I'm gonna give this a 5 too. Not really my style. I fucking hate distorted bass. I hate blown out shit. It's just like, it always makes me think it's my shit's fucked up and it's gonna blow my shit. I don't want my shit blown out because your shit's blown out. It's not my problem. Like, I hate them. But so that always knocks a lot of points off for me because, like, if the beat's not clear and it's overpowering everything you're saying, like, I can't hear what the fuck you're saying. So why am I gonna listen to your song? Like, honestly, you know, it's hard. Your quality's not quite there. And I think that beat has a lot to do with that. I agree with D-Bird. It just completely drowns out your vocals. It sounds like you have a good basic, you know, rapping and everything like that down. But you know, it's just, I think that this was the same EP that off the same EP as last week. Yeah. That we listened to, Dice?
I don't think so,
think
but Hayden can confirm.
I thought it was because I recognized this and I was like, did we hear this? But yeah, I hate blown out basses, and I know that people like that and people like blowing their shit in their cars, and I hate being in cars like that because it makes me feel like I can't breathe. So maybe it's a tough traumatic spot for me, but anyways, I'm gonna go with the 5-2, and it's mostly because the beat just drowned you out and I couldn't fucking hear shit, you know, and it just takes down the whole caliber of the song for me. Objectively, if I can hear what you're saying, it's hard for me to connect to the song. So, or subjectively, yes. Objectively, I think that the quality is just not quite there, and there's a little bit more work to do on mixing that so then it's properly distributable.
For shizzle.
And I put it sounds very dark, which obviously it is.
All right. What up, Nate Brown? Yeah, Hayden. I don't hate it. It's just there's definitely, I think the biggest, you know, I can live with the freestyle and the lack of learning content, but I think the biggest drawback is the sound quality first. Maybe. All right.
Yeah.
Dying. Let's see what's next. No more
Boston.
tips. No more skips. So next
Go
up,
Boston's tipped.
Well, Okay. All right. Excuse me. He was next anyway. Fuck out of here. Joe Boston advocate over there.
You know me.
All right. Next up, Joe Boston. This is called "Not Too Fucking Day!" Exclamation mark. Beat by Joe Boston. Not too fucking day. All right, cool. Okay, that was Joe Boston. Not Too Fucking Day. What day is it?
Game time hoop.
Nope. It felt empty. It felt like it was just kind of lacking body, and I'm not gonna pin all that on the sounds, but more so on maybe balancing the sounds a little bit better. Maybe pan something slightly to the left, something slightly to the right. Give some variation. I don't know. I think the main thing it was probably missing was like an 808, a sub. There's like the kicks were there. You had the sounds. It didn't feel like you had too much going on, but it was missing like a deep bass line to really carry it and give it some body. I think that's probably the main thing. I think if you had something like a deep undertone, that would kind of round out, because it felt very thin and hollow is what it is, especially with that kick. The kick isn't very meaty. So you need something underneath that to really solidify it. So, I think you're getting better. I'll give this 6 out of 10.
Yeah, this wasn't bad. I agree. I think you're getting better. I agree with what Dice said. 808 would make it pop a little bit more, flesh it out. For me, as I was thinking of ways that this could be improved, right? A couple of people mentioned the variation. I think that dun-dun-dun, 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 like that was really good, but I wonder if like on the fourth one, instead of having that play throughout, like either the third or the fourth one going up or down an octave, like just switching up that pattern a little bit, I think could make it feel a little bit more fresh as the time goes on. I also think that Dice is right. Like it kind of felt like almost in certain points, two different sections, right? Like the bridge and the chorus part felt like there wasn't a smooth transition into it from the main chorus. So I think that just a little bit more thought around how to blend those two elements together could make a better overall sound, but I thought this was a great start. I'll give it a 7.
Yeah, I'm gonna give this a 7 as well. I thought that it was really good. You definitely had switch ups where you needed to be. I feel like there was a lot of loopiness still in it, and I also agree with Dice that it did feel hollow, like there was just something missing, like just there wasn't much depth to it. I did hear a really, really low bass, like in the very, very background, and I don't know where it made me think that I had like something running, like a car running outside. Trip me up. It's very, very, very subtle in the very, very far background, and it would hit after your second bass hit. But yeah, so more things like that are subtle but do build on it. But yeah, I totally heard that. I was like, is that my stomach grumbling? Their car outside? I'm like, nope, it's every single time. It's definitely in the song. But yeah, I definitely think that there's a lot of improvement here. It still did feel a little bit loopy, like it felt long for it being 3 minutes and 18 seconds. It felt like it was like 5, and I don't know why. I think it was maybe just a little bit more loopy than I wanted, but you did have the variation in it, and you did change it up. I mean, Ray was raving in the, it's like, oh, there it is. Like, Jesus, Ray. But yeah, good job.
Nikki, if I asked you to give me a ride to the bank and leave the car running while I go inside real quick, would you give me said ride?
Yeah.
God damn it, Nikki.
You're my friend, I trust you.
Such a great friend. See that, folks? Everybody needs a solid getaway driver.
I'm just here.
Yeah, I want you to stick with that story when we get pulled over. I'm here, officer.
I'm just here.
She has white girl privilege, so she'll just start crying, and before you know it,
I probably will cry.
On your way. On your way, ma'am. I'm sorry to have bothered you.
I don't know.
All right. Shout out Joe Boston. Appreciate you getting better and not killing our ears with horrible music. Moving right along. We had a subscriber post in the queue, so skipping right ahead for just a moment, folks, to Smoovrix. This is called One Flip, featuring Trell Daniels, produced by Bob Necksnap.
Love that name. That's fire.
Said it's first time sharing some rap stuff. He cut this a while back and never shared it. He mixed it himself. Feedback appreciated. The typical salute sign that he does. Just trying to step out of the comfort zone. All right, let's give Smoovrix some rap feedback.
Rappity rap. Got some of that.
Don't blush, just keep this on the hush.
Light skin complexion, gold streak hair. Know she got a man's, but I don't care. She fly in a fly, that's exactly why we gon' get together and touch the sky. This girl got goods, no I can't deny. Delicious lips, hips, glossy candy eyes. Incense burning scented candlelight. Someone handle mine, take it nice and slow. Straight to the head as she likes this roll. Yeah, I like the O. How I shouldn't say that. Told her to kiss it and she wouldn't play that. I said, Gif's been doing this since way back. And back of the wagon was like back of the Maybach. So take that for what it is. No, she wanna fuck just for what the kids would look like. We'll do it 2 nights in a row. Like
Move back, lean back, that's your shit. Move them hips, first slow then quick. Lick your fingertips as you do your dip. Ass like that, make it wanna flip. Boom back, lean back, that's your shit. Move them hips, first slow then quick. Lick your fingertips as you do your dip. Ass like that, make it wanna flip.
Yo, shake it, we just arrived. Trying to get it high, trying to get it live. Look at Shorty peeping with some eyes. High off like, yeah, your boy is wise. Trying to get surprised with that American pie. Wanna get to know you, girl, no lie. Why so fly? Why so high? Just my fate as I'm passing by. Now rock to this funky shit that hit. Digging in a crate straight out the pit. You know the flow is sick, dance and move your hips. Ass like that, make it wanna flip. Got E on deck, girl, you wanna hit? Pull a Jimmy out a hat, that's a magic trick.
The only one thing I wanna do is freak you. The only one thing I wanna do is freak you.
Boom back, lean back, that's your shit. Move them hips, first slow then quick. Lick your fingertips as you do your dip. Ass like that, make it wanna flip. Boom back, lean back, that's your shit. Move them hips, first slow then quick. Lick your fingertips as you do your dip. Ass like that, make it wanna flip.
Okay, that was Smooth Ricks with Wanna Flip featuring Trell Daniels. He was the first person. Nikki, what did you think of that?
You're not on this, are you?
He was the first dude.
Okay, that's the one that I liked the most, so that's good. I didn't. How many dudes were on this?
Just 2, Nikki.
Just 2? Okay. Well, it just sounded like there was 3. Because all of a sudden, in the third part of it, it was offbeat. And I was like, no. Because I was bobbing and flowing. The first one, I really liked the flow. I feel like you need layers in this. Everybody needs layers in this. You guys, I feel like, are using some ad-libs or some dubs and cutting out parts of it and adding, like, chorus ensemble to it or, like, you know, different effects to it instead of actually doing instead of actually doing the layers. I think this would be a lot better with layers. I don't feel like your guys' verses are quite congruent. I think that they need to be mixed better in together. But I didn't mind this overall. The beat was very, it reminded me of Sega again, of Sonic again. Very almost Sonic or like Taz, the Taz video game. But definitely a different beat to rap to, but you did it. I don't think that it was bad. I definitely think the mix could be fixed. The second guy could tighten up quite a bit, and maybe some actual layers instead of adding the effects, because it really sounds like you have a chorus ensemble on one of them, and it makes it sound off a little bit, because then the next guy has like a delay on his. So definitely just look at that and making sure that your guys' verses are, you know, they mesh together and they don't combat. But yeah, I like this overall. I'm going to give this for where it's at right now, because I definitely think you need the mix fixed up a little bit. I'm going to give this a 6.5. I'm going to give this a 7 because where it's at, I still liked it. I liked your flow a lot. And here comes the dream crusher.
I'm not going to crush any dreams here. The beat was garbage. I hated it. The second guy was not very good, could benefit from layers. First guy, Smooth Ricks, I think you actually did pretty decent with everything working against you. The beat, the fucking chorus coming in 4 bars too soon. What the fuck was that? Can we just talk about how like the chorus literally came in the middle of your verse? That's insanity. Chorus was bad. I will say that I really liked your flow and delivery. Like it sounded natural. So I want to hear more of this, of you on your own beats or on just better beats.
For sure. That's why I was like, wait, he actually rapped? Like,
so yeah, like I'm not mad at what you did. I'm mad at what everyone else did to you. I'd give it a yeah, I would 5.
Okay. Yeah, beat was mid. Your verse reminded me of Young Guns. It felt like I was transported back in time to the early 2000s, and Rockefeller Records was signing everybody, and then they picked up 2 young guns from Philadelphia and said, make some music. And you were one of them. The second guy wasn't terrible, but he was definitely less appealing. What the hell's going on there? But yeah, as far as the mix, I would add more low frequencies to your verses because y'all sound like just thin on the beat. Yeah, this feels dated is my biggest drawback to it, and the beat was underwhelming. So for that reason, I would give it a 5 because y'all can still rap, but everything else was not unhappy stuff. All right, shout out Smoovrix. Good to see you rapping, doing some rapidy raps. Congratulations for making that transition.
Yes, take my thoughts and feelings and heartfelt, sincere apologies for a suggestion to continue at it. Keep going.
Yeah.
Uplifting, positive. Yeah.
Attaboy.
Go get him, Tiger.
Yeah. Do the thing. All right. We got another subscription person who slid in here, none other than Classy. This is called It's Too Late. What's with it being too late today? You people not know how to plan ahead?
Yeah.
Calendar on your phone or something? What's going on?
Sure,
Everybody's
no.
late.
I was supposed to take time off on Friday. Too late. This connects to me in a way I never thought could.
You can always just be sick. There was another one?
yeah. Don't you get sick time?
I got sick as fuck time, boy.
Classy. I don't see another one, Classy. I just see that one. Unless you want me to play something else, I'll give you a few seconds. Oh, okay. Yeah. There was another one that started the show. 12 Eiley, his song was called Too Late. Yeah. So now it's too late too. Well, whatever. You get what I'm saying. All right. Here's Classy. Damn it.
I know it's wrong, but still I wish that you stay. I try to call, don't know what to say. Now I can't face the dumb mistakes that I made. Baby, it's just Hennessy I'm drinking. Got me in my feelings overthinking. I'm missing your touch, I'm reminiscing. Body on body when we was kissing. Oh my God, I'm sorry, but it's too late. I gave you so many chances. It's not my fault, but I can't wait.
did a crime. Now it's time for you to do the time. Sacrifice a lot for you, some you don't understand. All the pain you put me through, best that I try to hold your hand. Trembling, you fucking had enough to say that you still miss me. And that I'm finally free. I know what you wanna see. Lay down on my knees. Oh my God, I'm sorry, it's too late. It's too late. So many chances. It's not my fault, but I can't wait. Oh my God, I'm sorry, but it's too late. It's too late. So many chances. It's not my fault, but I can't wait. Oh my God, I'm sorry, it's too late. It's too late. So many chances. It's not my fault, but I can't wait. I'm sorry, but it's too late. I gave it so many chances. It's not my fault, but it's too damn late.
I could not have told that was unmixed, Classy. I definitely. What?
You couldn't have told what?
That was unmixed.
Oh.
I know he said it was a quick mix, but it sounds pretty damn good. But I think that you just have good vocals and stuff overall, so I'm pretty sure even your references sound like they're at least a little bit mixed. But no, you had like the tuning and everything on it, so that's why I figured it was a little more mixed. Ooh, sorry, your vocals are so great. We already know that though. I loved all of your different vocals in there. And they definitely sound mixed. I feel like on some of them, the only thing that I heard there was a little bit of nasal frequencies. So I don't know what you need to EQ to get those out of there. I know there's a chart you can look up, but I'm sure you probably know that. And then there were certain parts when you were hitting your highs, your brights sounded like they were too high because it was getting a little bit clear crackly just in the frequencies I was hearing. So maybe look at your brights too and turn those down. I like this overall. This was nice. It was slower, but it was definitely a nice little smooth song. So I'm going to give this an 8.
I like the hook. I'm not quite sure how I feel about the other parts. Not that it was bad. I don't know. Just didn't kind of strike me and reel me all the way in. But the hook was definitely the best part for me. I would have liked to see at the end when you did the hook back to back that the second iteration of it had a little bit more power behind it rather than it just stayed pretty flat. I know you did have some extra layers in there, but really kind of like dig in if you can, pull that power out of your singing voice. Not a bad track. I would give it a strong 6.5, 7.
Yeah. I was, it makes a lot of sense it was unmixed, right? It sounded like you had really good vocals, like a good melody, but all of the layers were on the same volume, right? So I think that going back in there and actually taking the time to move some layers up and some layers down to smooth it out a little bit will help a lot. I also think that it was kind of sharp in some spots, you know, call it nasally, call it sharp, whatever it is. It was definitely like just a little bit stressful to listen to with the way that it laid over that beat. That being said, all of those things get buffed out in the mix. Where it's at right now, 7, I think with a good polish and a good mix, you can turn this to a 9 in a heartbeat.
Good polish, go from a 7 to a 9. Grower, not a shower.
That's right.
What's up, Alex Tran? That's wonderful that you're at school right now. What are you in school for? Tell us more.
Keep schooling.
Keep learning.
No fooling.
Just
Don't
keep swimming.
do drugs.
Keep learning. All right.
If
That was
you
it.
drug and you don't school, you bad. You school, no drug, good.
Yeah, what he said. All right. Next up is Demar.
Demar.
This is called Matter of Time. A lot of time themed shit tonight. Too late. Never too late. Matter of time. I think you people need to invest in watches.
3 seconds in bed with a 5.
What? Yeah, that sounds about right.
Ray's song for tonight.
All right. Here's Matter of Time. Demar.
That's not Demar. Can't fool me.
Going global.
You thought, boy. He transitioned.
These folks got to hear this shit, saucy.
If it wasn't for this dream, I wouldn't be me. Thinking I could be a star on the TV. Tryna put my people on, I don't need VV. I got them boys was on my side, but that shit fake love. This love hate on my mind when I go take drugs. Why they tryna be for me, I'm tryna run it up. Was always lying with them members, so I set it up. Sorry girl, I don't remember, I was off the cuff. I was solid in the dirt, I know money is my work. She like the way I smell, I spray Givenchy on my shirt. She love it when I fuck around, instead of stomach hurt. She love it when I fuck around, but this shit ain't gon' work. Why you blowing on my phone, you know I heard the brr brr. Yeah, I be swerving on the road, I'm pulling off, skirt skirt. You like doing all that dishes, take them off, yes sir. I be smoking so I'm tripping, hold on my pressure. I got many flows, motherfucker go, oh I'm different. I don't trust the bros or the hoes, nah I'm kidding. I don't give a fuck, and that's my problem when I'm sipping. I don't give a fuck, I'm more riding, but ain't everything them people know is at the chicken spot. How you say you real and say it's love, but you won't see me right? How you come around and it was love, but now you say we out? How I cut him up, that boy my dog, but I know he a cop. How I wanna make it in this music, I don't even drop. Yeah, I call you twinkie, see my twin, now we don't gotta talk. I don't wanna love her, but I love her, I know she a bop. I just do a pain, go insane and take it to the top. This dream, I wouldn't be me. Thinking I could be a star on the TV. Tryna put my people on, I don't need VV. I got them boys was on my side, but that shit fake love. This love hate on my mind when I go take drugs. Why they tryna be for me, I'm tryna run it up. Was always lying with them members, so I set it up. Sorry girl, I don't remember, I was off the cuff.
Little guitar outro. All right, I'm over it. I'm done here. All right, that was Demar. Matter of Time. Demar. It was good to hear you do a track and not sound the same as your last 20 tracks. So kudos to you for that. I like that this one actually sounded different and that you approached it differently than you normally do. I can overlook some of the skirts and stuff like that. The Bert, 2 rhyming lines of that nature. I'm sure Bird probably loved those 2 lines, but I wasn't a big fan of them. But yeah, I think I like mostly that this sounds different than everything else that I've heard from you. And for that reason, I'm going to give it extra points. I will take away points for the intro and outro being devoid of any of your vocals. I'll give it a 7.
Nikki?
Yeah. I like the Sudi more. I like that you had the different change ups. It was different than your normal style, and that's something that we've been asking you for a while. So good job on that. I feel like when your vocals do come in the beginning, before your change up at about 50 seconds, I feel like your vocals are almost too low. I had to turn up my speakers because I felt like I couldn't hear what you were singing. It was a lower tone you were using, but I feel like they were just mixed weirdly into the beat. Like almost not with it. It just they seemed like they were a little bit more set back and a little harder to discern. Or the volume was just too low overall there, which obviously you can see the waves are a little bit different. I understand that was more so of like an intro, but definitely maybe look at that so we can hear a little bit clearer. But yeah, I like this overall. I liked that it was different. I'm also going to give this a 7.
Yeah, I thought this was not bad, but not maybe because they're all saying that, try something different. Oh, you always do the same thing. Maybe I like the same thing. Maybe I didn't like this as much as what I always hear.
You like Missionary?
Yeah, it's my favorite. More like the Plow Dog. That's a different story. No, I mean, it was fine. I think there was some elements of it just feeling a little simple with the melodies, and with the low tone, and then the other tone. I don't know. It just kind of felt a little repetitive with what we did here. I'd give it a 7 as well, but no, not bad. Like clearly a lot of talent there, regardless.
Skirt.
I was prepared to double dab it, and I knocked down a couple dabs.
Yeah, I was expecting a double dab. A little disappointed you didn't bust that out, but that's okay. All right, while we were listening to DMAR, Nate Brown gave us a subscription, so shout out to Nate. Appreciate you joining us on this crazy adventure that we call White Collar Rhymes. This is a beat? Is this a beat or is it a song?
Beat that beat up.
Young Pagan God for subscribing as well. So we'll get you right after Nate.
Oh shit.
Okay, just a beat. So he wants feedback on this beat. We're gonna give it a listen. Some basketballs being pulled.
Yeah, let's not steer too far away from the real story here, which is Hulk Hogan cheated on his wife with his daughter's best friend. Never forget.
I see nothing wrong with that.
It's clicking again. Not anymore.
right. That was Nate Brown with Nate Drakey. I think that's the name. Is it just a beat? What do you want? What do you want from the man? Huh?
I was short. I want a whole beat.
You want Beethoven's symphony out of this? Come on. He's just giving you a little.
What am I going to do with a minute 18?
Tell him what to change so that he can extend it out to 3 minutes and sell it to somebody.
So I really liked your little different change-ups you did where you kind of was like the half hits. That was probably my favorite parts of this was those little changes. Definitely maybe add a little bit more variation. You got lazy. Add a little bit more variation and extend it. Maybe add like I feel like those like half steps were almost like a bridge. Maybe change it up so I can tell exactly where the hook's at 100% because it's a lot the same throughout it. Although I was running around trying to see why my router was flashing, but I was listening to it and jamming to it, and I could definitely see. I could even see, getting on a beat like this if it was fully finished and structured. Oh, I'm gonna give this for where it's at a 5, but I liked it.
5. Okay. Bird.
Oh,
I think, I mean, you had that same stab the whole time, right? Like the dun 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 dun. It was just like the same tone. I think if you not only panned that a little bit, but maybe changed the tone of it, it would be a lot more interesting to listen to. So instead of dun dun da 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 da, it's like da 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 da, and like wait, da 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 da. Doesn't matter. I'm like engineering in my fucking brain as I'm speaking, and it's not coming across. All I'm saying is definitely needs more variation. I can see you playing with the volume of that hit as it's going, along with the kick, as well as, using different keys for it. I think that would make this exponentially better. That being said, it's not a bad skeleton. I think it just needs to be made a little bit more interesting. As it is right now, I'd probably give it a 5 as well.
Okay. Well, news for you, Nate Brown. I actually like this one. The one glaring thing that I didn't like about it was the snare. It just felt very bland and generic and underwhelming. I think if you had a better snare and put some reverb on it, it would snap into place. And maybe, add a little bass line in there, something. Of course, it's just a minute sample, but when you double that up and extend it out, on the second half of it, put a bass line in there or something in the background to kind of fill it out. But the only thing I didn't really like about it was the snare. Everything else I liked about it. I would give this a 7.5. I would use.
Go ahead.
No, that was it. I was just gonna say I would use this if I was gonna work on something.
All right. I wanted to try one more time this sound in my head. Can you play it 1 second? Play 1 second of it. I know. It's so bad. Okay. Maybe like go forward. Yeah. Okay. That's good. So you hear that frequency. Yeah. Anyways, just changing it up. I do like it better that time, though. I'll give it a 6.
There you go. Play it back one more time and get more points.
There you go.
All right. Shout out Nate Brown. Yeah, man, that was solid. Stick around in Discord, chit chat with us, avoid butt stuff topics, and you'll be okay.
Or just dive into the deep, dive into the brown. Who are we to tell you how to live your life?
Chocolate starfish and hot dog flavored water.
That's right.
I'm not hot dog flavor water.
What do you mean? What do you mean by that, Nikki?
Yeah, what?
I didn't make it to Menards for one of their hot dogs. I'm so pissed. I gotta go this weekend.
Okay, again, what?
What in the world is going on right now?
The hot dog water reminded me of the hot dogs they now sell at Menards.
That's what that reminded you of?
Okay.
Sorry.
I have so many questions right now.
Don't worry about how my brain works.
Oh, I'm worried about it because
You love it.
I don't know about that.
It's interesting.
I'll give you that. Okay. All right. Whew, okay, what a roller coaster of hot dog we just had there. Young Pagan God also just subscribed, so we're gonna jump to his track next. This is called "Locked Up." Young Pagan God, did you have on a shirt when you recorded this? I must know.
Locked up.
You have a reputation for being shirtless, and must inquire: did you wear a shirt when recording said song?
You know, I don't know where this reputation came from. Is it the live show he did? Because honestly, if I did a live show and I could get away with being shirtless, then I'd fucking do it too. Absolutely.
Strangely enough, in his performance, he had on a shirt, but when he joined the Discord voice chat one time and turned on his camera, it's nice pale chest staring, brightly in our faces.
See,
We asked, "Is that how you greet strangers?"
That seems a little wild. Okay.
Wild introduction, but cool.
Word.
Here's "Locked Up" by YPG.
YPG.
In the field, I be reaping, early morning 5 to 3. Every place is getting conquered, got me moving like a king. Bitch, I'm looking for a queen, I'm not looking for a fling. That's the old me talking OG, YPG, he moved discreet. YPG, wake up, city gifting you the key. 509 been on their feet, chasing paper, get degrees. Feel that shit up in my spleen, got me toxic, need a detox. Got it choking like the Seahawks, need a hit, give me a beatbox. You fooling, you ain't got me locked up. Too many, I'm a monster, I'm a monster. Lost my patience, I'm a doctor, I'm a doctor. You a lamb to the slaughter, Jeffrey Dahmer. Need some silence, this kush just got me quiet. Smoking, clearing up my sinus, in the lab ain't doing science. They tried to count me out, but they can't. Ain't a light on in they lamp, I've been running off the cramp. Fuck a break, I don't relax, fuck a tax bracket on my own. Stone cold, don't need a chrome, can hear him when I'm in the zone. Talking, I'm just in your dome, stalking when you going home. Hunter never pray, Pagan bout to make the play. Pagan proud to get his pay. You fooling, you ain't got me locked up. Too many, I'm a monster, I'm a monster. Test my patience, I'm a doctor, I'm a doctor. You a lamb to the slaughter, Jeffrey Dahmer, yeah.
I'll go first. Yeah, honestly, this wasn't bad. I think that where it fell short was just the quality. I think that, definitely with a better mix to the beat. Like the beat is pretty hard, right? It's pretty strong. It's almost overpowering. And so you kind of have to be real crisp through that. And it just kind of sounded like, whether it's the equipment you're using or, not putting enough effects on it, it just kind of felt like the quality wasn't quite there on the vocals. I'd also say I felt like it needed some dubs, right? Like I feel like that could have helped flesh out the vocals a little bit more. I don't mind what you did with it though. Like I think the energy was there. The lyrics were fine for what it was. I would give it a 7.
Nicole?
That was weird. That's my sister's name. I would give this a 7.5. I actually like this as well. I think that it was the mix for me too. I definitely, even where I would normally say like, hey, I think you should punch in because like, and after like saying like doctor silence, like I can hear him, but with the energy of the song and everything and all together, they kind of fit in and almost gave it more emotion. And then like at the end, even like your little giggle at the end, I was like, oh, like those are like things that people say like, hey, like redo, but like those are the things that make you seem human. So I actually like those little things like that. It wasn't so much where you were breathing, gasping for air and not able to, pronounce your words, which you actually were hitting all your pronunciations and everything on this and rounding out everything correctly. But I like this overall as well. I think you did really good on it. I definitely agree with the mix. Add some layers, give it a little bit more depth. And yeah, really build this into a nice song because it has the energy and everything, and your main is there. So I really
8 packs of ass.
oh, that's a lot of ass.
Not for me. Nah, this was good. I definitely think that you've made lots of steps in the right direction. I like your delivery and cadence on this. I don't feel like you overdid anything, and I think that you had a dope track. Um, and this is like an optional stylistic choice, like challenge you in the future type of thing. But as you're doing a track like this, like you were really into it and you had good flow and everything, try, playing with the delivery a bit rather than being just forceful in every single word and every single line. Like, put a little bit of, swag and cadence in how you do it. Like when you close out the line, like rather than being forceful, be like dun dun dun, kind of draw it out like that. That's just like an optional challenge in the future. Like put a little bit of sauce on it that makes people think, wow, like damn, this guy's got a swagger about himself. Like rather than you just like delivering the lyrics boom boom boom, like it gives you the appearance that you're like really confident in your cadence and how you go about it. So little bit to try to throw in there in the future. But for what this was great. I would give this a 7.5.
You heard it here first, folks. Deliver it like you have a shirt on.
Yeah.
Not every line has to be DMX.
Yeah, deliver it like your nipples aren't poking out of your chest.
Headlights.
Flashing. Lights.
We have fun here.
Nikki, you like that?
That's a good song. It's okay.
Nikki, you fuck with headlights?
If it's the same song I'm thinking of, then yeah, I guess. Although I like most Headlight songs.
No, we're not talking about headlights anymore. We're talking about
nipples. Thoughts about nipples being shown in public?
Yeah, I always wear sports bras, so it happens. I guess I fuck with them.
Answers that question. All right. That was the end of the subs that we had for now. So we're going back up. Next up is Apizol.
Apizol pie.
This is Cupid 14. Apizol, is this you and Rude Boy? Is Rude Boy on this again? What's going on here?
Hello, Rude Boy.
We've been streaming for 2 hours and finally we have our first Valentine's track. Cupid.
Yay.
Hey, AWOL, good question posting his in there. I saw that.
Well, AWOL is a punk because he copped out.
AWOL doesn't want me reviewing his shit. That's for his wife. That's not for me. All right?
AWOL don't want no smoke. All right. Here's Rude Boy, Pro, and Apizol, Cupid.
You're just too good to me. I don't wanna share it, I don't care how they feel. What? Sit. Yeah. What? Sit. You're just too good to me. I don't wanna share it, I don't care how they feel. Somebody so lovely, how the fuck can I deserve this? Living in this skin. The best part, what you said is alright. The best part when we do it alright. Sorry to remind you, but when she get naked, you know that I'm feeling alright. Don't even have to say it. It's alright. But every time I do, baby, I'm a nice baby. Stop. Every time I don't know what the fuck to do, I open up my mind and I think of you. In all my videos, I'm looking at you. Every freedom fighter as a stronger woman. And so need to stay strong cause I love my woman. You won't see me rocky after he lost grit. Training, learning, really wanna do this. She say when, really wanna tell her. You're just too good to me. I don't wanna share it, I don't care how they feel. What? Sit. Yeah. What? Sit. don't care how they feel. Somebody so lovely, how the fuck can I deserve this? Living in this skin.
Forgotten romantic, all my life. Met you in an autumn, love me.
All right, that was Bezol and Rude Boy Pro Cupid 14. Look, I was trending at a 6.5, 7, maybe higher, depending on how this went. And then I got halfway through that verse and he started doing weird shit and it just grossed me out and made me flaccid.
At about 105 in?
Yeah.
Definitely.
Definitely like went from like full on erection and then she took her shirt off and she had horrible tit surgeries and her nipples were like this and you're like, whoa.
Why your nipples cross-eyed?
Yeah. Look, that's just my subjective opinion. Objectively, I'll still give this a 6.5. Subjectively, I hated the second half of his verse, and I would give it like a 5, 4, maybe. But yeah, I'll still. You did good on the beat. This is probably one of the better Rude Boy verses that I've actually liked, and I was getting into. I just did not like the. Yeah, I know it's Rude Boy. I remember him. Yeah, you don't gotta remind me about Rude Boy. I just didn't like the second half of his verse. So
yeah,
there's where.
I mean, the best part about this was the beat and the sample. Like, don't think it was the sample we didn't like. The sample's great. The sample and the backing vocals, phenomenal. So fire. The vocals, though, the main vocals, oof. Yeah. I think the best parts, the parts that it worked, were where he was just going in his low cadence and he was kind of like just normally rapping along to the beat. That kind of worked. And if he did that the whole time, I don't see any problems. But he didn't. What he did do was he went, I'm all over the place, and I'm a giggly blah, blah, blah. It's like a fucking, it's like a jazz mouth, and in the worst possible way. So, yep, dibs, fucking dibs.
Ooh.
I'm claiming it now, and no one else touch it ever.
Fuck that. If you said no one, if you didn't say no one else touch it, I wouldn't be doing what I'm doing right now.
No,
Save link.
Have this song out next.
Well, you'd have to wait a year and a half for me to actually release something to it, anyways. So,
Right.
I'll give it a 6.5.
So yeah, I'm gonna go with a 6.5 as well, just because that verse kind of threw me off too. It got me out of my groove. I really like this. I also think I liked the ad libs and I liked the harmonies. I think that the actual rap needs. I feel like the ad libs were like overused and to a point that almost like the rapper's voice also just sounded very basic. I think that you should have layers and maybe instead of ad libs or add like at least a layer. And I don't feel like there was any layers for their actual voice, which also I think when he started playing around with his voice didn't make the case for his voice because there wasn't anything supporting it. It was just kind of like threw me out of a groove and I was like, damn it, I like this. So that's where I'm at with this. More layers after 105, that part there just don't. That was just, it was odd. Like I'm all for change ups and trying different things and stuff, but it almost sounded like he was making fun of of somebody, or like just it just wasn't like, I don't know, it didn't vibe right with me. But
the river dried up.
For what it's worth, I fucking hate when Nicki Minaj does it too. I'm like, just be normal.
I mean, like, I have my rap voice too, but like, I make it at least pronounceable.
I mean, it's musicality, right? Which, and there's a choice. Be creative. Try shit. Who cares? I'm just saying that for me, this one time it didn't work. Every time Nicki Minaj tries it, I cringe a little bit. But hey, maybe one time somebody will land it.
Did you hear or see any parts of her recent interview with Joe Budden?
No.
Oh my
I
god,
heard she went off though.
but she does the same shit in just like regular conversation. She'll just break out into these like crazy voices in the middle of it, and I'm like, why? Why must you be that?
I know we're going off on a huge tangent here, but just for what it's worth, for the record, I know girls who will just do a British accent just in regular conversation. I think because they don't have a personality and they think that makes them interesting. It doesn't. It just makes you a fucking weirdo. And cringe. Hardcore cringe.
Loser. Sorry. It's a little bit rough. All right. Shout out to Pizza.
Maybe that's not classy. I don't know. I'm just saying that, like, it doesn't make you interesting or fool me into thinking you're more classy if you use a British accent.
Yeah. It's gross.
It is gross. And plus, we all know those slop dogs just mowing down on bangers and mash, fucking fisting themselves to the footy game. We all know.
You got me excited when you say stuff like slop dogs slobbing down on bangers. Hold on now. I might want a piece of that.
Well, a good portion of WCR programming now is geared towards the Brits and the UK audience. So we have to kind of even it out by talking shit when it's our turn.
Yeah, there we go. Nikki, what you doing down there?
Typing in chat.
What are you typing? Who are you typing to?
I was typing in our Discord.
Name names.
Yeah.
I'm in the lounge. I'm in the lounge.
Got yourself a little boyfriend down there?
No, I was reading MCD's boob noob joob boob room thing.
Nikki and Lounge sitting in a tree.
FUC. Oh, not that one.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Next up is Gray. Trying to get feedback on this track before my boy raps on it. Oh, Young Pagan God. If we generally only listen to one track, but if you tip, we'll listen to two. But we just try to give everybody a chance to get one out of the way. Michael Clark, what's this live about? Well, we have a Discord, discord.gg/white collar rhymes. It's a community of artists, producers, engineers, gamers, you name it. People who cook food, and some people who eat just rice and sausage for some reason. But yeah, generally we are just a music community, but we get together on Wednesdays and we listen to tracks from the people in the Discord community, give them some feedback, some tips, some guidance, or sometimes it's just some props and some flowers and say, salute to you, sir. So we're just listening to people's stuff right now and giving some thoughts, give it a rating out of 10, some light little feedback, and having a good time. Some butt stuff.
The best time.
Yeah. What, Nikki? What you deer in the headlight?
Odd ending to an intro to a new person. But that's basically what we're about.
What's odd about what I said? Name the one odd part. What, the community of gamers?
Community of butt stuff.
Community of butt stuff.
It's Valentine's. I'm pretty sure there's a lot of people out there who would want some butt stuff.
A lot of lonely folks.
No,
and they're all on this stream right now. Hi, loners. Thanks for spending Valentine's Day with us instead of, your wives and husbands.
Womp, womp, womp.
Womp, womp. You little slop dogs, you.
All right. I don't know. I'm listening to Proud by Kenzie, but I'm not hearing shit.
What do you mean by that?
They said this is not a banger.
Oh. Next up is Gray. I'm assuming this is just a beat, so let's take
I got a bone to pick really quick. Fucking Kiss from a Rose on the Gray? No, that sucks. That doesn't make sense. Fuck you, Seal. Kiss from a Rose on the Grave. I rest my case.
I thought it was on the grave.
Apparently it's on the Gray because Seal doesn't know how to English.
Kiss from a rose on the gray.
The fuck does that even mean?
Anybody?
Kensei, you kissing Seal? You kissing that old scar fuck? Let us know, Kensei, why Seal wants to kiss you.
Yeah, anybody from the UK in the chat? What is on the gray mean? It has to be a phrase that makes sense only on that island,
right? And if you don't know "Kiss from a Rose" by Seal, then obviously that's why you don't have a Valentine's today.
It means to reject. Wait. Oh, are you? Never mind. I'm not gonna read the chat anymore. All right, here's Gray, produced by Kenzai. Kenzai? Is it Kenzai or Kenzai? Anyway, this is called True Love 3. You can talk, Nikki. This isn't a prison. The fuck?
Why else are we here?
I don't like to over the music when I make comments out loud. So
Yes, feedback is free as long as you join the Discord.
Freedom isn't, though. Veterans Day on Valentine's.
All right, that was Kenzai, aka Gray, beat called True Love. I actually listened to this earlier this week, within last week, whenever you posted it, when you were starting on it, and it sounds like you've made progress, but I do still have similar feedback to what I said then, is that either the sample needs a little bit more variety or it needs to disappear at some point in there, because that constant in my ear is just fucking annoying. It's just killing me. Like, even if I heard some lyrics on top of it, it's just like, man, who's that wailing in the background? Did somebody step on their
how the hell are
penis?
you gonna lay lyrics on it with it that loud?
I don't know, but it's like somebody stepped on somebody's big toe and they're just like letting out this painful scream for 2 minutes straight. So I would say, like, you've made good progress as far as the drums and everything, but either like chop it up so it's like stuttering, or make it disappear for a couple of stanzas. I don't know, but it's too much. It's too much for too long is what I would say. So I'll give this a 6 out of 10.
I agree. I think the vocal sample, as loud as it is, definitely gets to you a while. But that being said, I do like how you kind of rounded it out at the end. It's just a matter of figuring out, okay, how can I kind of make it not blaring the whole time, right? So some selective strategic silences, or even, shift pitching it down, or fade in and out. There's a lot you can do there. I think that for me, the biggest notes I had were on the drums. I think with heavier 808, with heavier kicks and heavier snares, I could see this being a real banger and mash. So if that's what you want it to be. But I wanted something a little bit harder. So just more like B sections or bridges. No, like in that sample that Dice mentioned, like like maybe you could do a panning thing from left to right, in the ears. Maybe you could have it go and like kind of have more space. Maybe you could reverse it, right? There's a lot of shit you can do just to switch it up on that thing. It's just that singular sound over and over and over, the way it hits, it gets a little grating over time. But honestly, I really liked what you had. Like I said, a little bit harder drums, and switching up the sample. I'll give it a 7.
Yeah, I also give this 7. I like this a lot. My only bitch is really the sample. That's what I was gonna say in the middle. I'm like, how are you supposed to sing a rap over this sample? Like when it didn't end up dropping out after the intro, I'm like, okay, like, and then I even tried like singing lyrics I had and rapping lyrics I had with it on mute. And I'm like, okay, it's competitive. I don't want to fight my beat. I want to work with my beat. I want to play with my beat. I don't want to fight it. And so definitely think about that. Maybe just turn down your samples on those. That was really my main bitch over it. Maybe, add a little bit more variation. But it's like with that sample that high, even if you were to add variation, the sample's going to drown out every damn thing on here, including the artist. So definitely turn that down and then see how, adding different hi-hats and stuff sounds here or there.
No pause, fast forward. Beat that meat. Or
What?
beat that meat. Sorry.
Feed that meat.
All right, but yeah, cool stuff. Next up, Skrizzo. Laying Low. Funk, trap, future, Freddie Dredd type beat.
Funk it up.
Shout out for the follow, Doga Aaron? I don't know how to say that. Dogarin. Shout out for the follow. Thank you. Next up, Skrizzo.
To all my ops.
City and I'm working 63rd. If the brothers on the L, then I think you know the world. All the rest be in the luggage and it's going to a third. Everybody in the area ain't messing with the herd. Call me in the city and I'm working 63rd. If the brothers on the L, then I think you know the world. All the rest be in the luggage and it's going to a third. Everybody in the area ain't messing with the herd.
right. That was Skrizzo with Laying Low. Um, I must say that you had the potential to have like a 9-track, and it was utterly destroyed and taken away from you purely because the lack of bass and kick. And I don't know whether it was, something in the bounce out, SoundCloud. I don't know what happened there, but you ain't got no thumps thumping, and I was womp 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 sad. Um, Man, that could have been really good if I could only feel the bass in my ears. So sad, so disappointed. 6 out of 10. With bass, 9 out of 10.
Dude, you can
Like
see
that.
it. If you go
You like
back
that.
and watch this stream, you can see my fucking face. I'm like, oh shit. Oh. Like once the kicks came in, you're like, oh, what happened? Yeah, what happened to the kicks, man? That would have been a 10 for me. That would have been the first double dab of the night. Needed those thumps, man. You need some fucking doof, need some, and that's it. Literally just take the drums and the snares that you have, completely replace them with something better, and then you have the perfect track. 7 out of 10.
I'm gonna give this a 7 too. I agree with everything you guys said, but I feel like I still have the same feedback as the last one, as the sample was a little bit high on this for me too. So
She wouldn't even hear the fucking sample. You're too busy like holding your chest like, am I dying?
I hate that feeling though. It doesn't need that thump thump. Well, I guess no, it fits the song to be that thump thump. Fuck the
I was
hurricane.
totally ready to put my
fucking
thumping vest right here as well, but it's like, oh man, there's no thumps. I don't gotta pull it out. Damn. Sad.
Yeah.
Collective sadness. Let's just all have like a 10-second moment of silence for this beat.
Moment of warm.
Death of the thumps.
Need some thumps in those bumps.
But that was dope nonetheless, though. I mean, yeah, man.
Let's give credit where credit's due. The actual melody to this, the hi-hat, like all of it was really, really good. And the sample was fucking fire. I was ready to get going. I was gonna shake my little ding-a-ling around, gonna fucking thump on my chest and start punching my dog. And here we are. Just totally flaccid.
Don't ever punch Buddy. I will come take him from you.
Oh no,
He
not
doesn't
that dog. My sleeping anime pillow dog. Rolf.
What the fuck, bird? I mean, that's the most fucked up shit I ever heard you say. Buddy is a fucking saint.
Buddy's a gem.
My anime pillow is a waifu.
Does everybody have an anime pillow? I feel left out.
You should get one. It keeps you warm on those lonely Valentine's nights.
I have like 35 pillows.
I'll send you the one that has like an arm on it, and then you can feel like you have somebody like putting their arm around you.
That's kind of creepy. I sleep with my doll.
You can have it talk to you as
my
well.
doll.
Mm-hmm. You record a nice little sexy message to yourself.
Paradise, you pleasure me in ways no other man
I
has.
want to be sexy. It'd be like, Nikki, you can do everything. You got this. Take on the world.
I want a fucking positive reaffirmation.
Boo.
Boo.
Get the fuck
Nikki
out.
affirmation dolls.
Lame.
Wackest sex doll ever.
Nah, if you lay on my waifu pillows, like, let's do some butt stuff.
I wouldn't have a sex doll of me. I'm saying it would just be a regular doll. A sex doll of me saying, "Great job, you did good. You got this. You can do this."
Some people
Just
might need that.
Attaboy.
Attaboy, you've almost got it. Keep
And then,
going.
then put a gag reel on there and say, is it in yet?
Oh, you have the roast setting as well.
Hey, did we start?
Oh, all right. Got a couple more for the night, folks. Shout out to Global Reset Music, been hanging out with us all night. Thank you for your patience. And then after that, we have newcomer and latecomer Oscar. That's an interesting way to spell it.
New squirter.
Oscar. I
Late
didn't even realize
squirter.
that said Oscar when I spelled it out because I was moving the closed queue after if it was them. Oscar. I didn't even sound that out. I was like, you this Oz guy.
It's 5 letters, Nikki. How could you not-
Well,
I
we're
just
also
spelled to try
talking
not to
about.
fuck it up.
We also called 1-2 Eiley instead of Riley. But
Yeah, 1-2 Eiley, 12 Eiley. Just like we call 4-4 Ron, 8-8 Ron.
yeah, that's fun.
12 Eiley. Hey guys, if you want me to phonetically pronounce it correctly, you gotta spell it correctly. If you give me numbers, you give me symbols, I'm just gonna sound the shit out the way I want to. So it's 12 Eiley until the day I die, and it's 4-4 Ron or 8-8 Ron until the day I die.
Global, you are next. We were just talking about their name.
Yeah, Global's next. We're just trying to coach Nikki on how to pronounce Oscar.
Oscar.
Just like Bear.
What? All right. Here is Untitled version 4, almost final.
Love the name. 10 out of 10.
Lately, we've been getting closer, baby. Love it when you look to me. I love it when you're touching me. Love it when you look to me. I love it when you're touching me. Love it when you look to me. I love it when you're touching me. Love it when you look to me. I love it when you look to me. I love it when you're touching me. Love it when you look to me. I love it when you're touching me. Love it when you look to me. I love it when you're touching me. Love it when you look to me. My body, you're touching me, ooh, ooh, baby, ooh, baby. Love it when you look to me. I love it when you're touching me. Love it when you look to me. I love it when you're touching me. Love it when you look to me. I love it when you're touching me. Love it when you look to me. Touching me.
At the end, it kind of sounded like mouth noises. That's fun.
It did. I was like, no. I'm like, did he forget to turn off his mic or cut that off? But I realized it was the song like just muted down so far back.
I was wondering if that would get you.
You see me turn my head. I'm like, what the hell was that? They're so bad.
Interesting. Yeah, I mean, here's where I'm at. I think that it was clear that the sounds were well produced. I really liked the parts of it. I don't know if I'd call it a chorus. It was like at the very end and kind of in the middle. I really like that part where like it's not just the sample chopped up. It's kind of broken down a little bit more. The sample was really good. Those vocals are fire. It felt a little fast and a little frantic. I was trying to like imagine myself dancing to this or imagine this coming on at a club.
Imagine yourself at Coachella walking to one stage from another stage and this playing in your ear, you'd be like, yeah, fuck yeah. Don't act like you wouldn't.
There was just something about the way it was put together that didn't get me all the way hype. I think it was the parts where it was like the vocal sample chopped and she's like, I think that part is the part that I kind of got taken out of it a little bit. Overall, pretty good though. I'd give it a 7.5. I definitely see the skill here. It just, there's parts that I didn't vibe with as much.
For sure. I like this. It was fast for me, but I move fast. I'm a fast person. So I'm like, Beaver, you do too. So like, I'm telling you, if you had a little bit of a fucking buzz and you were even like going, this was playing like out. That's how I hear certain songs like this. I feel like it's hard for me to hear them in a dancing aspect. Like some fast songs I get down to in a silent disco, fucking alone in the corner. Psycho. But like, you know, some of them I see as like my, you know, my life background songs, I guess. Like if you had a theme music playing in your head, like this is something of mine that will play in my head if I'm rushing through a fucking electric forest trying to get to one stage. Like that's maybe why I live in a constant state of anxiety.
Main character energy.
Yeah, for sure. But like there's just, you guys don't have theme music in your head. Okay. Well, anyways, that's weird.
You don't hear those voices screaming at you constantly,
like,
day in and day out?
Like sometimes for me, it's just random songs. Like, I don't know, when I'm walking down the street, I'm playing music in my head. I'm like, da, 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 da. Like, that's how I am. But anyways, this reminded me of head music, I guess. And like I would listen to this, you know, this is something that will be playing in a festival, even maybe not on a main stage unless people were really, really dancing. Like you make a good point. Like this is, you know, dancing to dubstep is a lot of crazy hard movements and one's really fast, but like dancing to this is like, yeah, I feel like it would be a lot harder, but I'm sure I could do it. But I agree with that aspect of it. I'm going to give this a 7.5. I like this a lot. But there was where the dropout was, I felt like there needed to be something else. I felt like there was something missing, or it was like a half of a hit off at that. I'm pointing at it like you can see what the fuck I'm pointing at. Where the bigger gap is there, where her legs spread a little bit more. A little bit before halfway through. All right. But anyways, that's it. I like this. Thank you for your patience most of the night until the end, but we weren't going to skip you. It's always in the order of the queue, guys. Unless you subscribe or tip. We like tips. And tips.
Okay, I guess she's done because she muted herself. Man, this is like music that you do cocaine to, I guess. Take a little speed bump in the bathroom and then just like, you know,
and then fucking go.
Hop back out in the club and just party on like a rock star. I obviously know nothing about that. I was prepared to give this an 8, but seeing my dance music associates give it a 7.5, I'm compelled to lower my score because I am uninformed and untrained on this genre of music.
No, you want an 8? Speak your truth, man.
Yeah, no, it's like it's definitely could be 8 worthy. For me,
I have no truth. I have just stuff that I make up on the fly as I go. But I like this. I wasn't offended as it was playing. I didn't say, man, when does this end? I wasn't bored. I wasn't dissatisfied. I think it's a strong 7.5. And, you know, I could see it bumping up to an 8, you know, right after you take your little nose candy in the bathroom. So good 7.5, 8 for me.
Teeth grinding type beat.
I'm gonna raise mine to a 7.75 then, just to split the difference.
Now you guys are making me give the worst score.
You can change it. We can change.
No, we're moving on. Nikki, big hater for Global Reset. Sorry.
Hey,
Sorry, Global Reset. Nikki's a little tough on her voting tonight, but maybe next time you'll get a little
I was
higher.
about through this, running through town. This is my head music.
Fucking Simon Cowell ass motherfucker.
But yeah, I'm kind of sad you guys don't have head music. That's why I'm happy all the time.
I have head music. It's just more like, Project Bitch by Cash Money.
I have Getting Head music. It's D Bird on Spotify. Go follow him. Get your dick sucked.
Oh my god.
Wait, you'll go suck people's dick if they follow you on Spotify?
No, you put on D Bird and then immediately the birds start flocking. Just all the women from around the vicinity within a 5-mile radius, like, oh, gug, gug, gug.
My bad. I was making sure I understood English there.
No,
I was gonna say that's a hell of a proposition, Bird. You're gonna be doing a lot of traveling.
Allegedly.
Look, if you go on Spotify and follow D Bird, you play Healthy by D Bird in Paradise in a strip club, you're not gonna not get your dick. There's no possible way that dick's leaving dry. Just saying.
I'm surprised you guys haven't tried talking to the stripper that you know about dancing to Healthy. You guys both must know strippers.
Funny you should say that.
What? Wait, what?
Funny you should say that. I'm just saying.
Okay.
It was an idea. It was an idea that floated through D-Bird's head.
It seems like it was an idea that already happened.
Times. Yeah. No, that shit bangs and it gets the people going. All I'm saying. Enough about me, though. Tonight's not about me. It's about you guys. Let's continue on in the queue.
All right. Last one in our queue from our community is Oscar. 21 Savage type beat. Glock. Okay. Let's go.
Strasdean, what up?
Lars on the beat.
Purchase your tracks today. Purchase your tracks today.
All right. I'm going to skip ahead and see if there's any more change-ups.
Purchase your
Similar. Gotcha. I don't mind this. I definitely think like some sort of beat switch sooner rather than later would help. Yeah, it's a standard format verse, hook, verse. But maybe if you add something that like differentiates one verse from another, I think that would help. We're listening on a stream without any lyrics over it, so of course it makes the production stand out a bit more. So just from a 30,000 foot view, change ups help. You don't have to go crazy with it to the point that it's a totally different beat. necessarily, but just some little tidbits here, like one shots here and there, stuff that just kind of catches your attention, but doesn't, completely change the layout of the beat. So I'll give this a 6.5 out of 10.
Surprised Glock didn't have any shots on it.
Maybe it was in a holster.
Yes. I don't know. There's no lyrics yet. So I felt like there was something off in the beginning of it. I started counting, trying to discern. It felt like the snare or the bass or something just wasn't lined up right, like hitting on the right beat. I don't know. It sounded fine at the end when I finally like started actually writing it down and really listening to it. So I don't know if it was streamed. But something felt a little bit off in the beginning. Just I don't know if it's like a quantized thing. But I liked this overall. I could definitely see an artist on it. I agree with having a little bit more variation, even changing that melody, a little bit more, like adding, it the opposite way instead of just over and over and over. Maybe I had a different melody in my head, but now I can't think of it because I was trying to also follow the bass in the kicks. But yeah, I like this overall. I'm gonna give this because when I finally did start listening to it a little bit more, it sounded like it was on. I don't know, something felt off in the beginning. I just don't know if it was just me. But I'm gonna give this a 6.5. I didn't mind it. I definitely would like to hear more variation in it for sure to break it up a little bit better. And when you post your beats, I'm gonna start asking this about producers, right? Like where the different parts of it are, how you can split that up in there. That would be great. That's just a general bitch for all producers.
Here's what I'd say. I think that it's really smart for producers to do visuals along with their beat, to put a, buy this track sort of tag in there, or even a producer tag to make sure it doesn't get stolen. It looks like you're marketing this the right way. I also think, 21 Savage type beat. Personally, I think the type beats are kind of corny, but they work for selling your beats. As far as the actual beat itself, yeah, I mean, it's kind of what you'd expect. Dark, drill, not my type of beat that I'd rap over, but I think it was well done. It was, kind of repetitive. I think with the right rapper, it wouldn't feel so much so than just hearing the beat. I'd give this a 7.5 with, kind of imagining how you could improve it with some switch ups, some reversing of the kicks, for example, or just some selective silences in there. Yeah, I think not bad.
Oscar, what the fuck does that mean? Vday MQ as K and K? I'm stupid, so please explain to me what does that mean. Oh, okay, y'all are speaking a different language. Okay, gotcha. I was about to say, is that like shorthand for something that I need to be hip and knowledgeable on? If so, please share. If other language, cool with me.
Woo woo! Foreign language alert!
No problem there. Hey,
muchas gracias, senor.
I'm all for the foreign languages. Shout out to all my English as a second language speakers.
You know what's fucking fire? Puerto Rico.
Oh.
All of our friends from Puerto Rico who just have silky smooth ass fucking voices popping in here saying shit we don't understand.
Broken Twins, Paoli.
Yeah. Voice of an angel.
And then Jonet from where is he from? France? No, Portugal.
I will say though, for what it's worth, fuck Irish rap. You know why? Because motherfucker comes in here like, when do we play my song? When do you play my song, bro? When you play my song? Play my song. Irish rap over everything. You know what? Fuck you. Fuck Irish rap. You're the worst example of it. I don't even remember the name of the guy, but he was just annoying as fuck. Wasn't even bad. It was just annoying. So take that for what it's worth. Ireland.
Shout out Ireland. All right. Well, that was it for the queue. Bird, did you still want? Yeah, that guy was crazy. Did you still want to listen to an Orange Paint song, or are you done for the night?
I would love to
When
hear.
I try to listen to our show back, it's not on YouTube, and I can't.
Because we took that shit down, bitch. You got to wait for next week.
Yeah, I got to hear it then. Because this is my favorite one.
All right. Which one was it?
Can I give it Go Up? Can I give the preview for it, the little intro?
Yeah, I guess.
So thank you, everyone who has submitted music to us. We have internalized this. We have thought really hard in our brain of brains, and we have given you the best advice and the best ratings we can from our first reactions to your music. Now is the time where the tables turn. The listeners get to become the judges, where one of us plays you one of our tracks, and you can tell us hot garbage or hot fire. This is one of my favorite projects off of Paradise and Jacob, two WCR gods. They have a new album dropping next week called Orange Paint. It's going to be dropping on White Collar Rhymes on Spotify. Go check that shit out in a week. In the meantime, we'll give you a fucking little preview. And hold on to your panties. This is going to make you fucking squirt from every orifice. Go ahead and hit that shit, Dice.
I better shut off my camera.
No, leave the camera on, please.
222, right?
Clip it. There we go. Tell us in the chat what you think.
Feel like I'm at the bottom, but dripping from the top. Every day I'm slipping, and all they do is watch. She told me put the tip in, I'm asking for a raise. At work I'm bullshitting, but I be getting paid. Don't roll up on my block. If you ain't down to pop shit, don't ask me for no time. If you ain't with the process, if you ain't getting topless, then we ain't finna jive. Don't play no stupid games if we ain't finna slide. Cause I be getting high, baby.
Cause we going up. Cause we going up.
Non-stop, I got my backpack and my whip. I don't go backtrack for no bitch. I got my rack stacking legit. I don't go hashtagging for clicks. I don't throw cash flashy for tricks. I don't go half-ass and no flip. I mash that gas fast when I dip. I'm touching grass, yeah, I'm legit. I got that dope when I'm in my zone. And I'm not that broke when I'm on my own. And I'm not that fly, but I ride with a vibe. When I slide on the side, motherfuckers get hype. Like I ain't been back on my BS, aka back on the street, yeah. Y'all really ain't know that we bad. If it ain't top notch, then keep that.
Check. We got no time for childish games. My brain been on sick and sane. Getting hard just to contemplate. How the fuck I'm gon' get this change? How the fuck I'm gon' get this bang? Crew plan of consistent gains. News flash been Ross and say fools clash, but they not so brave. Step to us, that's a grand mistake. Big bullies gon' beat that case. Cake fully when I turn to 8. 4 years to be known as great. 7s on me, triple up, I got lucky. I miss you big on me, we get to the paint. That's if ain't nothing, that's right that we got it. We not giving up, we got levels to break.
Cause we going up. Cause we going up.
Back inside my zone now, got it locked down. I must be a bold now with the profile. Just need to get it sizzling. Saucy might drown. Just got a brand new feeling. Come like come when I count. Don't call me by my name, cause you already know what's up. Diamonds on the chain, not a thing not to. Just do it for the sake of doing things that we love. I wrote it on the page, then it started showing up.
Cause we going up. Cause we going up.
There you heard it here first, folks. A preview coming off of the White Collar Rhymes project, Orange Paint by Paradise and Jacob. That's my favorite shit. Dice, what do you think? Nikki, what are your thoughts on Dice's fucking masterpiece?
I loved this. I loved the, like he commented, I loved that those like acapella do like the classic. What are those? The doo-wop guys that originally did it. But I love that. This was so nice. I loved
That was
all
all
of
Jacob, man.
it.
Shout out to Jacob.
He's like, is that whole second part him?
hmm
That like sounded. I never heard Jacob rap like that. I was like, it is him. I could tell, but then I was like, this is so different. Oh my god, you guys, this is so good. I'm so excited. I'm sad I didn't see the stream on Sunday. I'm gonna cry.
I guess you don't love us, so it's whatever.
Don't ever say that.
I'll say what I want. But no, we've been sitting on this for a while.
Yeah.
It was kind of done last year, and then we paused because we had other activities going on, and then butt stuff, yeah. And then towards the end of last year, me and Jacob said, you know what, it's time, put some finishing touches on it. You hear a lot of those finishing touches, especially in this track here. So shout out to Jacob also because at first we kind of like split the mixes, but Jacob went back and he did all the mixes over. So shout out to Jacob for putting hours in on that and, actually responding to my numerous threats of do a project with me for the last 2 years. Orange Paint 2 is on the way. Orange Paint 2 is on the way. I sent Jacob a folder of beats the other day, so thinking about the next project already.
Well, if you need a gravel voice verse a year and a half from now, let me know.
Or maybe I hook a year and a half from now. Let me know.
See what happens. We'll see what we cook up. It'll happen organically. Like one thing I told people about this project is like, I don't know if people will be able to tell, but like I picked out and started like half of the songs and picked out half and started the other half. But I don't know if you would be able to tell without us telling you which tracks as you go through it. But like some of them I sent to him, others he sent to me. There's one track where we did 2 different tracks. We just merged the shit together. So it was really a good collaboration.
Every now and then you just go underwater. I could hear you, but I was like straining.
I'm just like I got to the point where I was gonna stop you, but you were naturally gonna finish. So
well, I'm done now. I'm over it.
All done.
Now we can hear you, so that's fantastic.
Yeah. Is that enough for you mongrels? Is that enough to wet your fucking whistles?
I love this, guys. I'm excited for this. This is like a hype song too. Like, next time I fly to see one of you guys, this is my song I'm playing through the airport. Because I'm the person that plays music while I'm walking through an airport.
Encourage your energy.
I'm sorry.
All right.
I don't mean it.
Well, yeah, I'm excited. Hope people enjoy the project. Put a lot of effort and energy into it. So,
when's it dropping, Dice? Next Thursday?
Next Friday. Well, next Thursday at midnight. So, February 23rd. Get it. Listen. Tell your friends. Share it with your mama.
Mark your sundials.
All that other good stuff. All right. Well, we had a good show tonight. Shout out to everybody who joined in, tuned in, joined the Discord. We had some new faces, saw some old faces, saw some returning faces. Shout out to Apizo over there in Portugal and Rude Boy Pro. So always good to catch up with some returning people and always good to hear from new people. So we hope you new people will stick around in the Discord and hang out with us. We do this every Wednesday. We'll be back on Sunday with a podcast of whatever the hell happens. And Tuesday, join the Very British crew for the Tuesday show, where they pick out curated stuff and listen to that. Is it anything else I'm forgetting here?
Joe Jam is the second weekend of March. Second Saturday. Other than that, I don't think so.
Brush your tongues. Drink water.
Hope
Happy
everybody.
Valentine's Day, y'all.
Yeah, hope everybody had a good Valentine's Day. Hope you got your dick wet or your pants moist, one or the other.
Remember last year when I made a Valentine's Day card for everybody in Discord? Oh my god, that was when there wasn't that many people in Discord.
I don't.
I made like 100 something Valentines to the people that were active, and they imposed them in the snail lounge.
Yeah, what a time to be alive. Back when we had like 50 members. Never
When I used to creep around the snail speakeasy lounge and snail race all day.
All right, well, we're gonna get out of here. We're gonna raid one of our favorite people to raid. He's very entertaining, very interesting, always up to something. Sometimes he's playing games, sometimes he's making music, sometimes he's just chatting. So we're gonna raid T-Pain. Be sure to tell him White Collar Rhymes sent you over there. Also, if you're in Las Vegas, he's doing a residency there. Go check out one of his shows and throw some panties on stage.
Should have went and threw my panties on stage.
Why not?
Should have went.
Oh yeah, that's right. You should have went. Yeah. Well, and he just started last week, so you wouldn't have.
Oh,
You'd have to
I missed
wait.
him.
Yeah. All right. Well, we're getting out of here. Holler at us later, players. Adios.
Farewell, fellers.
Bye. Happy V-Day. Love y'all.